Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
everyone.
Hey.
Welcome to Tales of Initiative. I don't know what that was.
The
Welcome to
Dracula
Tales of
special.
Initiative.
It's
Ah, ah,
Yes.
ah. We are here today to bring you our 16th episode of Sunset over Vengalia, and we are so
15?
excited that you. Is it 15? No, I'm
15?
pretty sure. Is it 15?
I think it's 15.
It
It's
says
15.
15.
It says 15.
I thought
Yes.
last week was 15, but okay, today's 15. I don't know. I can't count past 4. So you're all lucky that I even know numbers. Like I have to look at dice and I'm like, that number has 3 curves to it. That's I don't know. I am on a roll today, people. So welcome to episode 15 of Sunset Over Vengalia. We are so excited you are here. We hope that your chairs are comfortable and your mouths are not burning.
Didn't know where you were going, and I was terrified.
It's a
Yeah.
it's a late take on my St. Patty's Day Irish blessing. May your chairs be comfortable and your mouth not burning. We
Aw.
have things. We have sponsors. We have ads. Today's first sponsor is TA Maps. Guys, TA Maps is fantastic. The cartography, the work that they do is just brilliant. We are so excited to be partnered with them. If you go check out their stuff, their link will be in bio. If you mention Tales of Initiative when you check out, you will get a percentage off your order. The bigger the order, the bigger the commission, the bigger your discount will be. Check them out. Give them a support. We love to support any and all small businesses and locals and people from around the world and whatever we can. So check them out and say, Tales sent me. And they will hook you up. Pretty soon we will have our own Vengalia map from them, and I am uber excited. So I can't wait to be a part of this with you guys. Our next sponsor is Matt.
Have you or someone you know been hurt through the negligent actions of a GM?
Do you suspect dice have been fudged? Did the monster have unreasonably high AC for your party's average level? Have you been denied the surprise round benefits you're rightfully entitled to?
I don't. What?
Here at Nom Nom and Nomnivore, we won't stop until you're satisfied. Our rule lawyers will land a critical hit.
I'm feeling attacked.
Rejection. Because whether it's wrongful character death or egregious nerfing, we at Nom Nom and Nomnivore will take care of these pesky GMs.
So that you can get back to the fun.
So you can get back to the fun.
To the fun.
To the fun.
Oh, so this I understand. So this is this is about Emberwind, the new fantasy TTRPG from Nomnivore Games. They're our sponsor.
Emberwind's legal expertise enables you and your party to play an epic fantasy game without any need for a GM.
That's right. We've worked hard to create legal precedents that allow you, the players, to make big choices together, resolving actions both in combat and roleplay without ever needing someone else telling you what to do.
Each player experiences the fallout or gain from each decision made.
Navigate crossroads and hit those milestones together.
Together! Just listen to this testimonial from one of our clients.
Who's Nom Nom Nom? Oh, Nom Nom and Nomnivore. They're our sponsors tonight. I'm getting paid for this side bit, right? What do you mean I'm not?
That sounds pretty neat. How can the folks at home get their own copy of Emberwind?
Call 999 Toy Wind. That's 999 TOIWIND.
Do not do that. There's no phone number.
That number again is 999-TOY-WIND. Message and data rates may apply. Not available in California, Wisconsin, or Terrell.
Seriously, there's no number. You just go to Emberwind's online store, when you make your order, you provide the code TOI at checkout for 15% off your purchase, and it's available everywhere.
Call now and never be the victim of poor GMing again. Back to you, Dustin.
And
Thank you, Emberwind, for being an ongoing sponsor of our stream. We really appreciate you. I really hope you feel loved from our ad. Thank you, Matt. That was wonderful. Be sure to check out our
No more billable
other
hours.
Twitch streams. No more. Be sure to check out our other Twitch streams, past episodes on YouTube or on our website, talesofinitiative.com. You can also get our merch there. It's going to be undergoing a overhaul here soon. So be on the lookout for that as well. Some new merch, new look, all that
Don't be
good
distracted.
stuff. Tomorrow,
Be distracted,
speaking
don't
of
be
checking out
distracted.
our other streams, Haley, you're a part of a new stream that starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell our viewers a little bit about what that stream is going to look like?
Tomorrow sounds so weird to my Australian brain, but yes, it is tomorrow.
It's still tomorrow, right? Like, no matter how you look at it.
oh,
I thought it was
busy
a
day
Friday.
then.
Me.
Oh, it is Friday. My bad.
Today's a
Yeah,
Wednesday.
Friday.
I'm
Today's
thinking.
Wednesday.
I'm
Wednesday.
think-
It
I'm
is Wednesday,
thinking
my
about
dudes.
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday for us.
Yes.
I'm thinking that I'm in Australia with you.
Like
right
the
now.
vine.
So for me, it's Thursday with you, but it's not. It's still Wednesday for us. So in 2 days time, Friday, for
days.
those of us in America, Saturday if you're in Australia. Please go on. I'm not smart. This is why you need. This is why
It's
you need
gonna be
Emberwind.
Time zones.
It's going to be a audience participation stream where you can use your channel points and bits to change the fate of the party. Which,
So for
come mess with
example, they might be able to like throw change a natural 1 into a natural 20, or vice
The other way
versa, change a
around.
nat 20 into a nat 1.
Yep.
If you want to cause suffering.
Yeah.
Sometimes
if you feel like
Anarchy!
yeah.
I was told that suffering builds characters, so
Mhm.
you have that.
Plot development.
But yeah, so that starts Friday. So you will be able to contribute. Thank you for that. That was
Wow.
really
Great.
just gave poor Matt a
Oh.
heart attack.
Sorry.
You will be able to
Oh,
contribute
man.
to the campaign. You can add bad guys, I think. You can do all kinds of weird stuff. It's going to be really cool, and I'm sure they will explain the rules so that way it can be fun for the players and for the participants who are helping to shape the world that they're playing in. So be sure to check that out on Friday. It's going to be super cool. Anything else that I'm missing right now before Haven is another one of our streams. Make sure you're checking that out. And then
Misfits?
Raz's
Misfits was yesterday.
I think they just wrapped up wrapped up their most recent one yesterday, I think, didn't they?
Yes, I think so.
I don't know, Misfits is Tuesdays, but they are still ongoing with they're doing short form campaigns or one shots, like spread out with different types of TTRPGs. So that's really cool. And we do have an actual Emberwind short form or
Yes.
one shot that's going to be being. Is that Sunday that I saw? I really should have something in front of me that
It's
tells me. these things.
soon.
It's
Oh.
really soon.
It
So
is
you'll be able to see
trademark
how
soon.
Emberwind. It is trademarked soon. You'll be able to see how Emberwind runs. If you're like, why would I want to get this? You'll be able to see what kind of cool stuff you can do with it. So that's really cool. So be sure to check that out. Anyway, I think we've caused enough chaos already. So
Nope.
Nope.
Never
Nope.
enough.
Never enough.
with Spuddies, enough just isn't enough. Let's go ahead and get ready for the sunset over Vengalia. The party was welcomed into the castle of Ariel, the ruler of the Undersea Kingdom. They had some conversation with her regarding her own struggles with Vanessa, which resulted in her people being turned into the worm creatures that were seen by Chorus on his swim through. Ariel was protected only by the magic of her trident, which is the reason why she is the only member of her kingdom left. Once she goes to bed, the party decides to look through the rest of the castle to see if there might be anything useful to aid in their struggle against Vanessa and the sisters. What they find is a castle that is lonely and empty, awaiting the return of the people who previously occupied it, hoping against hope that they will return. The group, with the help of Ariel, come up with a plan that they believe will work and find their rest for the night. In the morning, Ariel boosts the currents to help them return faster to try to surprise Vanessa. On their way back to the surface, they encounter a school of young fish looking for their missing parents. Once the party reaches the surface, they conclude their bargain with Vanessa by returning her necklace to her. They are given back their surface bodies as well as the abilities that they surrendered to her in the first place. They then try to coax Vanessa into the cabin to attack her there under the guise of, can we make a new deal so we can go back for that trident? However, Vanessa declines, allowing only Edie and Nemea. Edie having convinced her that she wanted to learn magic, and Nemea convincing her that she just wanted Vanessa to keep her rage and she was just done with that. When Vanessa turned her back, once inside the cabin, Nemea struck her in the back with her double-bladed scimitar. Combat ensued, which included Nemea being temporarily banished. They managed to kill Vanessa in her human form, but in the process, Vanessa became a black ooze that was in the process of destroying the black ooze, Nemea got some of that splattered on her, and it did absorb itself into her skin, seemingly with no effect. With Vanessa dealt with, the party heads into the woods to try to figure out what to do about the sisters, but they feel the presence of someone watching. And that is where we will pick up today.
That black ooze and the seemingly are making me want to dial that 999 number.
Exactly.
What's happening?
Probably nothing.
Probably nothing. It's fine.
It's probably fine.
If it hasn't affected her yet, she's
Hopefully.
She's probably fine. If it hasn't affected you
Probably.
more than 4
It's
hours.
fine.
It's only been like 5 minutes, but whatever. So you guys have walked, you were walking deeper into the woods, and you did see that with Vanessa gone, just remember, Vanessa's magic was helping to hold the decay at bay. And so with her death, the magic that was protecting the island even a little bit is now gone. And so the death and decay is occurring at a more rapid pace. You see trees starting to fall over, branches falling off. Everything appears to be speeding up in the death process of the island.
When we were first walking through the island, there was like a gradual effect. Is
Cool.
it still gradual from somewhere? Like, is it
You would-
coming from
You would
somewhere?
have to go. So you are closer to the side where it's dead. You are farther away from the side where you docked. So where you guys came ashore was where it was still more life. So you would, if you head back over there, you would maybe be able to see if there was still that gradual, or if it had managed to then take over the entirety. You don't know where you're at, but it does. You are definitely more on the side where things were already pretty bad, but you are not at the source currently.
As Vix is walking, they're just like taking stock of their stuff and kind of like pat around their chest and like, shit! And just bolt back towards the beach.
Where are you going?
Vix?
What?
I forgot something! Hold on! And
Wait.
Vix is gonna try and go find their prayer book that they left on the beach back when we turned into water animals.
That's a good point. The owl egg. She's just gonna like.
I put Rose down,
Just-
and I also run back
she's
to the
just-
beach.
Yeah, she's going as fast as you can.
Carrying Rose because she's tiny.
The
Go
rolls of
ahead
fate.
and make a perception check.
Shall we stay here?
Oh no, I didn't pre-roll any of my dice, so I have no idea what moods they're in. but-
Ooh, yes.
Oh,
okay,
nice.
that's a 25.
Woo!
Oh my god! Thank you, Sparkly
Natural
Dice.
19.
Natural 20 for a 23.
Wow,
Ooh.
very
What was
good.
it? Perception?
Yep, perception.
Perception, yes.
5.
Oh.
Oh.
Nemea, you come running up, and you're just kind of still reeling from the combat, from the banishment, from the ooze splattering on you. You're just there's so much on your mind. You went with them more out of instinct than out of actual like I'm gonna search. For the two of you, you look up and down where you put it. You do not see any sign of your prayer book or the owl egg.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Vix.
Tis the way of things. Gives me a reason. Gives you something to work on, at least. It's probably bad form to be carrying paper anyway.
Could you get another one?
I could. I remember most of it.
I've got to admit, I actually, when I was cleaning some of the pages, I saw a little bit too, so I can help
Oh,
a little bit.
I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nothing too off-putting, I hope. I know that my handwriting is a
No.
bit odd.
Oh no, not at all. Not as bad as one of my sisters, but it actually made me really interested in your whole religion, and quite honestly, I'd like to hear more about it. But right now, let's just deal with these hags. Hopefully, the owl hatched and is safe. That's all I can hope.
That's
Yes,
definitely what happened.
We'll save religious conversations for for less stark surroundings.
Yeah.
Let's go rest
Nemea,
up.
you alright?
Yeah, I'm just gonna get my scimitar. I forgot to pick it up.
Oh, sure. I'm not sure if I saw it. Would either Vix or Rose have
Yeah,
seen it?
the scimitar is still there. That was, just
I
a
was
few
gonna
minutes
say.
ago. You just threw it on the ground a few minutes ago when you were raging, so that's still there. Sadly, the egg and the prayer book were left behind 3 to 4 days ago.
Neither of you saw a scroll? Just a little piece of parchment rolled up?
No. I think everything that we threw onto the land is gone.
Vanessa clearly wasn't in the
Hopefully
business
just-
of stewarding over possessions.
We're gonna have to in the future see if we can get some sort of bag or something, something that's waterproof.
Something to hold things, yes.
Exactly.
Some sort of holding type bag or
Exactly.
satchel of some sort.
A satchel of
Yeah,
containment.
Bag
That
of
might help.
yeah, I was gonna bag of
Maybe something
containment.
that's a little bit bigger on the inside, just so it's easier to carry.
Pockets.
We'll go check in with the
Kind
doctor.
of.
Well, in the case of the scroll, I hope it was destroyed.
Really?
Why's that?
Yeah. I found it on the bugbear's boat, and it had several different illustrations of you, Vix. It had you as you are now. It had the Duke and a couple of other faces that I didn't recognize. So if that's what he used to find you, then hopefully it was destroyed so no one else can use it.
You wouldn't happen to recall which of my faces was on there, would you?
Well, the one you have now, the Duke, and unfortunately, I don't think I do remember the others.
Hmm.
I just remember I was going to talk to you about
That
it.
was all there was those two. She's just causing concern amongst Vix. It's fine.
Just seeing
Yeah.
Vic sweat. Well, I might have narrowed down who hired him, but oh well. Things are lost. Maybe it'll be a good mystery for someone later.
Maybe. Oh, let's get this over with. Let's take down these hags.
Yes, a quick breather, I think, to regain and to plan, and we shall see about putting them to bed.
Yeah. Do we have any idea?
Remember,
Where
you
they
guys are
are?
separated from the other two right now.
Yeah, we scamper back.
We'll make our way back to them.
Head
Yeah.
back to Edie, of course.
I still want you to like come up with all this plan and then be like, oh, by the way.
Yeah.
This was like
Edie has been teaching Chorus how to patty cake.
Amazing.
I love it.
Adorbs.
As you all come back, Chorus just says, "This is why I just carry everything with me."
I didn't want to take the egg with me. I was worried that it would drown. Maybe I
Yeah.
should have.
Or
Eggs can
crush
drown.
beneath the pressure.
All that.
Yeah, if it would crush, or maybe it would hatch, and then, well, I don't
Yeah.
know. The spell wouldn't take form, and then it would drown. Oh well.
Better.
Books don't particularly enjoy being submerged, so I figured it was at least better off on the beach. Oh well.
Fair.
Mm.
Should we make camp for a bit and regroup? Maybe see what we can see.
Yes, at the very least, a small breather. Get back on our feet.
Are we far from the cave we stayed in last time?
Are we far from the
It's-
cave we stayed in last time?
You're a few hours away from it, yeah.
What's the time?
At this time of day, it's probably around 4 in the afternoon.
Thinking
'Cause
about
you
it,
guys
we
traveled from under
yeah.
the sea,
Yeah.
assuming you left around like 8, and it took about 8 hours to get there. So about 4 o'clock, you battled. So 4:30ish. Might be closer to 5 after going back and forth to the beach.
We have time before sundown to find proper shelter, right? Or just here?
I was just thinking we'd
Probably.
quick fire and regroup and then head out from here.
Yes. Of course,
We
do you
want to
know?
move away from the beach, so we're not so exposed. Sorry, Vix, I cut you off.
No, that's okay. That's a good idea. Stay less exposed against the beach. Of course, are you familiar with where you think an entrance to wherever these sea witches are?
Make a history check course.
I don't know why I started to roll 2 dice there. Cool. History?
I believe in
Neat.
you.
That's a 5.
Oh,
I believe was
Your
misplaced.
your time on this island was really more spent going to the cave. You discovered it and you left. You weren't even aware of the existence of the sisters at that time. So unfortunately, knowing where they come from is rough. You guys probably could track the source of the decay by what's the most dead, and that would probably give you an idea of where the curse is originating from.
I think Rose is very aware of what's dead, so she'd be able to.
I don't quite remember. Well, I didn't know that there were sisters here at the time, so I'm not really aware, but I'm sure Rose and I could figure something out using our combined survival and nature.
Yeah,
Skills.
it's just follow the decay. What can go wrong?
Easy enough.
I could
We'll be fine.
try and get a bird's eye view.
Maybe.
See if I can't spot the caves or where the decay is worse.
If you'd like, that could be great.
I could start helping with a fire in
Okay.
the meantime. Vix is just
So if you
going about
guys are
setting up a little
taking
camp.
a short rest, just as a reminder, during the short rest you cannot do anything more strenuous than just eating. So flying and stuff like that would take away from your ability to take a short rest.
I just want 2 minutes. Just
Okay.
circle around and then come back down.
Fair enough. So you go up through the tree line, and you do see that the trees here are very thin at this point. It's a little more cover than being straight on the beach, but it's definitely a lot more thin. You go up. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Oh, that's better. 16.
Okay. So while you are up there, you're flying around, you definitely see some darker, the earth where you almost looks like it's been kind of like the ooze that Vanessa had turned into, where the ground has kind of become just dark and decayed, kind of like that. Something stands out to you though. You don't recall seeing anything before on the ground. From this height, it's hard to make out what it is, but you do see something speckling the landscape that kind of seems to form a path leading off in the distance a little bit. And it's probably just a mile or so from you.
And I couldn't see that the first time I did a bird's eye view trying to get our bearings.
You did not see anything before.
I will land and relay to the group. There's a path now about a mile from us that I
That sounds
didn't notice
tidy.
before. It may lead to the sisters.
Slightly disconcerting.
A little
Ah.
bit.
Paths don't usually just appear out of nowhere.
That's probably
No.
a sign.
Maybe we just missed it last time. Right?
Could be.
Possibly.
I mean, I
Maybe.
I wasn't looking out for that specifically last time I was up there,
And
so
And we were also a bit lost.
yeah,
Sure.
we had other pressing matters.
Well, should we rest for a short while and then head out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trail seems like our best bet. Maybe we can reevaluate when we get closer.
sounds good.
Cool.
Agreed.
At this point, because Thorn's also currently summoned, just gonna go and just currently give some scritches to this kind of like a hug scritches to the side of the head.
Rolls over a little bit, exposing his belly because he wants some belly rubs.
Yeah.
Such a good boy. You did so well there.
And you start scratching, and he starts doing the leg kick thing, and then gives you a lick. And his tongue is the size of your entire body, so his lick just knocks you down.
Woo! Ah.
Thank you for belly rubs.
Always. It's my treat to you after having done so well while I was stuck back there.
Was I a good boy?
You were a very good boy.
Thank you.
Vix, after everyone's sitting down, sits next to the man, tries to have a hushed conversation. Why didn't you make a deal with her?
Believe me, I wanted to. But all of you were pretty set on killing her, and I felt bad for Ariel's people. I couldn't be selfish.
Couldn't or didn't want to be?
I couldn't. That's not fair to decimate an entire underwater culture just because I have some issues.
It's also not fair to yourself to keep keep dunking on yourself, frankly.
I've been dealing with it for a while. I can deal with it for a little bit longer. Hopefully.
Why don't you like your power?
Do you like yours? When you change and make you look like something else.
I do. It's an interesting form of expression. It has its responsibilities, but everything does.
Does it hurt?
Being a cuttlefish was weird, but no, it doesn't. It doesn't hurt. And they start like shifting their face in small ways, where like they'll make their cheekbones a little bit harder. They'll soften their face, and their eyes will go into a more normal color. Their ears will look a little bit more elvish, and then back. If it had no risks, I would probably change more often. With my mood, with whoever's listening to me's mood, whatever to suit the situation. But I've already scared Edie once, being off, and I don't want to make a habit of putting her in a distrusting mood of me. I already screwed up allying ourselves with that Vanessa. That was my misjudgment.
You didn't do anything wrong.
If I didn't do anything wrong, then you've never done anything wrong that you supposedly want to apologize so furiously for. It wasn't your fault I was captured. It wasn't your fault that magic held you. It wasn't your fault that any of this stuff went wrong. So either you're wrong in blaming yourself, or I get to have a little pity party of my own and say that it was my fault for misjudging Vanessa.
You don't know what I've done, Vix. You can't say I've done nothing wrong.
You've never done anything wrong to me. And we've all done wrongs in the past, but we can't constantly expect other people to guilt trip us for things they don't know about. This isn't me asking to pry. It's just saying that unless you start letting me read that book of yours, I'm not going to know how I should feel about the whole story.
Let's just hope we never get to that chapter. Or I can rewrite the ending of that book.
The ending's not written yet, darling. You're still alive and writing it.
Well, then it's a draft, not a book.
A draft is a book. It's just ugly and messy and full of mistakes, but that's what makes it beautiful.
I was going to say, have you met me? And then you turned it into a compliment.
You're going to have to work much harder at being wrong for me not to compliment you constantly.
Is that a challenge, Vix?
Bring it on.
You're on.
I'll match your villainy, don't you worry.
Oh, good luck with that.
Here comes the skinning of puppies.
Thorn, come here!
Oh no! No,
no!
you dare!
Vix is about to become Cruella de Vil.
Oh no.
I just want you to know that if you ever need someone to non-judgmentally vent some of this tragedy to, your secret's safe with me. I worship secrets after all. They're fun.
I'll tell you half a secret. You said that you don't hurt when you change. I do. It's excruciating. But I would rather go through that and know that I'm able to help you than not use it. And the half secret is there's more. I'm just... You're scared of scared. Opening up is hard for me. You're scared of scaring Edie. I'm scared of scaring everyone and hurting them.
A reasonable fear.
And I really hope you don't find out why. Or you don't experience why.
I'll take your word for it, but I'll have you know, I've gotten in far over my head for curiosity's sake alone, so I'm going to keep trying to crack that book open just a little bit further, if you don't mind.
Curiosity killed the cat.
And satisfaction brought it back, darling.
Okay, your funeral. No, that's a bad joke. I don't want to... Oh.
It's a good joke. You think I've only died once? Or have I? Who's to say?
I'm... What?
Thank you for answering my questions.
They were pretty vague answers, but you're welcome.
Vagatories are basically flirting to me, darling. My deity gives me nothing but them.
Okay.
It's fascinating It's fascinating seeing the little wisps of shadow at the edge of something. Keep scratching at it and seeing what comes out.
Your idea of a mystery and mine are very different.
I'd like to be enlightened sometime.
Maybe someday soon. I'm not quite ready to divulge
No, of
that
course
deeply.
not. No. A half secret in trade, and they reach under their shawl and pull out this like little wooden box that was holstered to their side. Bjorg was a curiosity to me for a very different reason. And they open the box to show you a little hunk of weird, twisted metal with bands of leather and faded writing wrapped around what looks like a crooked sword hilt, bearing a lot of similarity to Bjorg's weapon, his little palm pistol, but elongated and with pieces that look almost like some sort of metallic rib cage fused to the side.
Can I read the writing?
What languages do you speak?
Great question. Common, Draconic, and Infernal.
Nope.
It's beautiful.
It's a little project I've been working on. I haven't quite gotten it to work yet. But I'm hoping that Bjorg left something behind that can help me figure it out.
If I can help, let me know.
They close the box and kind of stuff it away. Certainly. Will do.
Nemea's wings aren't so tightly wrapped around her shoulders. They've relaxed a little bit, which is very unusual for her.
Vix, like, their eyes kind of like take in the body posture, but they don't say anything, they just smile. I'll leave you to it. I've been prying far too much, and you need to rest, as do we all. But thank you for the little aside.
Thank you for knowing that I have someone to talk to.
Soggy rations.
I imagine while this is happening, like the rest of the three of us were gathered around Thorn and like we're like playing with Thorn, like on a complete opposite note. Like just being like all like kind of just like, oh, let's just go, like be silly, let's play catch and like get the ball.
Found a stick.
You throw a
Yeah,
stick, he
get the
comes
stick.
back with like a giant branch.
That as he comes back with it, kind of breaks apart like and decays in his mouth.
Oh,
Oh,
poor pup.
So as it
Hey,
happens, he like
good try.
comes back and just
Oh,
where'd it
sorry,
go?
boy.
Where'd the stick go?
Hey, Thorn! I'm gonna pull out one of my javelins. I'm gonna hurl it as far as I can.
Make a strength check just to see.
It's just off the island.
Just yeet this
Just
thing.
flies into the water.
Gert,
Thorn's going swimming.
Oh, that's not bad. That's an 18.
okay. You throw it, and it sails a good distance back towards the beach, and Thorn goes taking off after it. Knocks over a couple trees in the process.
Careful.
Very strong.
Probably should have aimed that more at the beach.
I have something to say as chorus, but I'm like actively about to sneeze, so
Oh no!
might need a second.
Oh, Chorus might
Sure, no
actually
worries.
sneeze. It's fine. Just put it in.
Yeah,
there.
that's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
It's
Roleplay.
It's all the
it's-
decay.
exactly, you know, like
It's the
the
tree
branch that
spores.
decayed. It's like all this like kind of just ash or whatever in the air, and it's like ooh, like getting in your
Yeah,
nostrils.
exactly. It's
The
great.
mold and the fungus. It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no problem. So yeah,
What a
chorus
lovely environment.
has been like playing with Thorn and just hanging out, waiting for the other two to finish their conversation. God, sorry. I have something I'd like to bring up with you all. We fought together now a few times. I wonder if we could do with some planning. It's been a long time since I've fought with others. I'm usually more of a solo adventurer myself, but I find we seem to work together pretty well. So I'm wondering if before we get into battle, we should spend a bit of time preparing for what we might be able to do here. I feel I'm getting a pretty good understanding of some of your abilities. I think you probably understand some of mine, but maybe it would behoove us to just prepare before we rush into fights. I know last fight, Vix and Rose were a little preoccupied with the vines, and perhaps we should have had a contingency plan in that case. Just a thought. If you all are willing to indulge me, perhaps we can learn to fight better together.
Boris, did you
Sure.
say that you understand my powers?
Well, I understand what I've seen. I understand what you can do, not so much
Yeah.
your powers.
He knows what you can do, but maybe not exactly how you can do it.
Never mind. And Edie kind of slopped, like she sat up fully.
Sorry,
Oh.
Edie. I've seen a lot of magic in my time, and it's all a bit strange. Comes from many, many different places, and can be a bit of a challenge determining why magic behaves the way it does.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm happy to help
Everyone
you
actually-
figure it out.
Yeah,
Edie, that
I
was-
actually want. Oh, sorry. You go
Never
ahead,
mind.
Nemea. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just remember, Edie, you said back in Thim's tavern that your magic was weird?
Yeah. Like it doesn't. Well, it was weird. The Cora just said all magic is weird, but back where I was from, it wasn't, or it wasn't supposed to be.
Okay.
Maybe.
I wouldn't know. I've never been able to use magic.
Well, I still stand by my offer, Edie, that we should go and try and talk about magic, and maybe we could learn stuff from each other.
Yeah, for sure. Especially seeing as we have the same deity.
Yes, exactly.
Wonder if they can explain why things are different.
I don't, maybe. All in prayer to Aruna.
But perhaps. Sorry, I think I changed the conversation unintentionally. What
Go ahead.
can you guys do? Like, if we're going up against hags, it probably is best to know what we're all capable of so we can support each other.
Yeah.
Like, I can take some pretty heavy hits.
We've
See.
seen.
It's
So,
unbelievable. I can only take so many hits when I take on the form of an animal, and not even as many as you.
that's another reason why I'm scared. I shouldn't be able to take that amount of damage. Beside the point. So I will obviously do everything that I can to keep you all safe. But I can't protect all of you if I don't know if you're able to protect yourself. That was roundabout.
I could protect myself reasonably. I go down like a sack of bricks if anything hits me, but I can at least attempt to stop things from getting that far. Especially against hags, I believe some of my verses and prose shall be a little sharper attuned to them.
Good.
In terms of overall strategy, I feel like it's poor form to split us up too much, and we probably might be more, since we know that there's going to be multiple of them, we should focus them down as quickly as possible, one at a time.
Yeah, absolutely. That's always a good idea. Make sure that one is properly down before taking out the rest. Same with hunting.
That's true.
In this situation, we have sort of two frontline defenders with me and Nemea. The rest of you sort of staying away, trying to avoid getting hit. We have 3 hags to deal with, so I wonder if between Nemea and I we can hold their attention while you sort of do your thing, whatever that happens to be.
If any of you two need support, though, I am able to change form into some pretty strong animals. For instance, I can actually become an ape. I can become also like a horse. I can become even a crocodile. All sorts.
So we have 3.
That is wildly impressive.
Well, maybe
Thank
2.5
you.
frontline. I'm nowhere near as capable as Nemea is either.
Don't sell yourself short.
Oh,
You can take a
and
lot more
not to
hits.
mention, if we get there soon, because with this new enchantment, I don't think Thorn can really hang around that long. But Thorn's always there as well. If we manage to run into the hags before he becomes back a statue.
I was just about to ask, how long do you think we have Thorn around still?
A few more hours. Probably like around 4, like 5, maybe max.
4 to 5 hours, yeah.
Might be able to, if we hurry, I think we could probably make use of him. Don't want to
Did you have-
overrush, but
Something to say, Edie? No? Okay.
Whatever was in my head before, I forgot it already.
No
That's the
worries.
intelligence of 6 people. I love it.
amazing.
Well, I suppose we've got a bit of a strategy. I will say I will focus on defending some of our backline a bit more too. I feel Nemea, you're definitely our best. You shouldn't need to run away from the front lines ever, unless you need healed or something like that. But I can focus on protecting where I can. You just focus on doing damage.
Okay. I don't think I could run away knowing you guys were in danger now.
Well, I just mean, if you were to see Vix or Edie or Rose in danger, I'll help take care of that. You don't need to back off from the front lines unless things are very dire.
Not to mention that a
Okay.
few of us can also help heal.
Yes.
I know Edie is a very good bet at that. As well as
Yes. My job.
And you've done a
You're very good at
fantastic
it.
job of it, Edie.
yeah.
This seems like a
Okay.
good plan.
So I go in head first.
Claws
Um,
blazing, so to speak.
I mean, that would be
if
pretty
we
cool.
want- If we want as well, I also have those spirits that I can, those animal spirits that I can draw upon and strengthen us with. I've used pretty much all of them up to this point. We've got the bear, the hawk, and the unicorn. So I can also go and try use that. I could use the hawk to give some of you advantage on being able to take on these hags every now and then. Just the upper hand.
good
Advantages
to me.
certainly don't hurt. So,
Yeah.
I go in and deal as much damage, keep their attention. Chorus, you support me while protecting the others, and Vix, Edie, and Rose pick them
Shoot.
off from a distance.
Shoot from afar.
And
Okay.
if I see any of you in the front in trouble, I'll come in with my animal form.
I think that works
Okay,
well
just
too.
Don't put yourself in danger, please.
In my
I
animal
don't think I
form,
could handle
I'm
it if you guys got hurt.
We're
Don't
all going
worry,
to get
and-
hurt.
yeah, we will, and we'll be healed as well. And honestly, in my animal form, I'm actually safer because, well, it's almost like giving me another chance.
This is going to be dangerous
So
no matter
jealous of
what.
that.
Because, frankly, we know what we're all capable of, and we can make the best plan accordingly, but we don't truly know what they can do. So this is always going to be a little bit of a
We-
crapshoot.
Would
We
Edie? Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
Would Edie be able to make a history roll to see what she knows, what she can remember about sea hags?
Yeah, she can do history or arcana.
Can I also?
Sure.
Yeah,
Given my
please.
planar.
Because
Connections.
Rose probably would have definitely heard quite a few things from back home.
I know I
19
rolled.
minus 2.
Oh,
Ah,
What?
that's a terrible roll I got.
Her intelligence modifier.
I got a
is
3.
Okay. You've
16.
heard stories.
I rolled really badly.
So the stories that you heard, Rose, were all just like stories to scare children. None of them were based
Yeah.
on fact. What did you roll, of course?
16.
So both you and Edie would know that hags have the ability to look normal, but in their true form, they are terrifying to look at and have been known to strike fear into people just by the sheer sight of them. You also know that if you are frightened of them, they are even more dangerous, to the point where the sight of them can even stop your heart. So you know that they, by themselves, not so much of a threat, but in a grouping of 3, they have very challenging magical powers that could be very difficult for you to handle.
I was just about to say, I was looking through my notes, and that was what the information we got from last time. So Vix would also just sort of confirm all of that from what they know. If there's any way we could bolster sort of our mental fortitude going into this, against whatever terrifying magics they have, that might be good.
It's especially if they
Definitely
can
not as
cause
scary
fear.
as the ocean.
I'm not so great against that kind of stuff.
I don't really have anything like that, unfortunately, but we'll be fine. I believe in us.
Would I know?
We've been very brave up to this point.
Would I know what type of creature they are?
Like as far as like if they're human, like humanoid,
Fae,
or
mental,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
you would know that they are. I mean,
They're Fae.
and Edie knows
Yeah.
that they're Fae.
Vix
They're
does
Fae.
too.
I have some ability to offer protection only to one person at a time, and I have to concentrate on it, which makes it a bit harder to do some of the other things that I can do. But if we need to, I can offer a bit of protection against Fae.
That might be good on either yourself or Nemea.
All Fae?
Well, whatever I choose to protect someone from, I can mark them in a certain way to keep them safe.
Okay.
Well, let's just see how it goes. I'd rather you not waste all of your energy on one person. Especially if
be-
you're able to do multiple things.
It wouldn't be all of my energy, it would just be a significant portion. I'll keep it in mind. Likely,
Emergency spell.
yeah. Likely,
Yeah.
given your some of the recent battles that we've had and the effects that have been placed upon you, Nemea, I'll save it in case we need it for something like that.
Her wings
Yeah.
tighten up again, sort of in shame.
Not your fault. Trust me, I had my fair share of magical abilities rolled my way.
I think we are as ready as we can be, aside from even just fighting.
Yeah. We go
Exactly.
find the path.
So if you're finishing your short rest, if any of you wanted to roll hit dice, go ahead and roll your hit dice if you have not done so already.
Already
I'm
done.
all
I need to
good.
remove my temp HP.
Okay.
Yeah, I still got
my temp
remove your
HP.
temp HP.
No, that stays till long rest.
Yeah.
Oh, does it? I thought it was only while the totem was up. Is that not the case? Cool. Well, then fine. Keep your temp HP.
I'll double check because I looked that up at the end of last session. but I'll
Let me
double
just
check.
let me just take a look at my totems.
Because if they stay till long rest, that's fantastic. That'll be helpful.
Free health.
Yeah, free health. We don't have that in
R.E..
America. What do you?
No. Oof. Big oofers. This is why this is a fantasy game, everyone.
That's right.
Australia does.
Which
We
is
just
why
have
Australia is a
Australia.
fantasy land.
We just have clerics.
Yeah, Australia
Have you
also
seen
has...
some of our animals?
Yeah,
Literally everything wants to kill you. Okay, back on track.
We're the Feywild.
see our
Everything
20
can
creatures down
kill
there.
you.
Doesn't want
Not
to.
everything wants to. It can.
Oh no.
Doesn't want to.
Ah. Ugh.
It doesn't. Does
Don't
it stay?
need the
Did we learn?
I
It does.
We'll
'Cause
go
it
ahead.
says-
It's fine.
It says
It's
you
fine.
gain, and then it doesn't list an expiration
condition.
clause. So then it just falls into
So
the
we'll say
normal
till
rules
your
for
long
temp
rest or
HP.
until the damage is taken.
Yeah.
All right.
Free health.
So
Alright.
you guys got your hit points back.
I'm extra buff now.
Yay.
Just like Rose lost charging her.
Swole Rose.
Ah. Yes.
As we all just walk at normal speeds and catch up to Rose.
Yeah, Rose, you have basically 1.5x my health, by the way, with that temp HP.
Oh my god.
It's very effective for me.
Oh
my
my
God.
god.
Incredible.
So
Stay
squishy.
safe.
All right.
Stay safe.
What are you guys doing?
To the path.
Finding the path.
All right.
Onwards.
It was that way.
That way.
So you guys head through the woods back, sort of the way you came, but then it kind of curves away from the way you came to the kind of the northernmost tip of the island. At this point is where you're headed, and you do see just the decay of the island. Even worse here than it has been. There's literally nothing alive at this point as you're walking. Like even the trees are completely like just disintegrating. As you like, if you touch them, they just collapse on themselves. Like if you poke them, it feels almost like they were just held up by like like the form of it is like almost paper. Like you touch it and it just like it was like just the bare memory of a tree is what was holding it up.
Aw.
You kind of come through the tree line and actually get to now where it's more of a like a flattened. Well, it's still going up, but there's no trees anymore. It's now what was grass covering it, and now it's just blackened earth. I want everybody to go ahead and make a perception check.
19.
18.
15.
12.
3.
Oh, 80.
Oh, Edie.
Edie is sad.
As you start following the death and decay, you start seeing the items that had been making a path, that had been dotting the hillside. And it becomes clear to you these are body parts or like stakes of like heads and arms and legs and stuff that have been left. And if you get closer, you see that they have bites taken out of them. And this was not here when you first landed on the island.
The spat. Oh, the spat. Oh,
And they all
keep
appear
moving
to be
forward.
leading you, like inviting you to follow.
Edie
Follow the
recognizes.
distraction.
Can I?
Edie recognizes a little bit of that weird voice Vix had that one time, as they say, "Filthy creatures." Sorry, Edie.
You okay?
Overwhelmed by disgust.
Oh.
Edie wants to look into Vix's eyes.
The green rings are there.
Edie's just gonna grab Vix into a big hug and like squeeze his arms together, their arms together, and just be like, "It's gonna be fine. We've got this."
And he smiles and he hugs back. I know we do. I'm just disgusted by the presence of this foul intrusion on our world. Let's set it right. Violently.
Okay.
Can I look at the bodies?
Sure.
I want to see. Chorus, did the mirror say that they were being taken as well? Were
The
they?
marrow, were they being taken, or were the?
They were
The-
scared as well.
Yeah, they were scared of the hags as well. I think, from what I gathered, they were on uneasy terms with them, and that perhaps the miners or the workers here were taken by the sisters. Sort of what I gathered. Not the best at talking to people, so some things might have been lost in translation.
So I would like to see if these are all of the
They are
workers
all,
and
they
or
are all
Marrow.
humanoid.
Marrow as well.
No, all
Like
humanoid.
there's some Marrow here. A Marrow humanoid.
No, they are monstrosities.
Okay. Okie dokie.
And they have
Oh.
fishtails, not legs.
That's what I wanted to look at.
Right. There's none of that there. They're humanoid.
Okay. Are they all human? Or are they like dragonborn and elves and half orcs?
You see a variety of legs. You don't see any dragonborn. Dragonborn are pretty rare to this part of the world.
Of course.
So Arati is one of the few that has been around in this area. It's hard to determine from. I mean, you do see some like shorter like leg pieces that indicate, oh, that was probably a dwarf, or some finer like featured like hand like bone fragments. It's hard to tell from these pieces exactly what it is, but it does appear to be a smattering of the races of like humans, elves, dwarves, maybe a gnome here or there.
Can I try and figure out how long these bones, how fresh these are?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check.
I'll assist.
Ooh, better. Medicine is a 15.
Okay. None of them are fresh. So, and they have a variety of freshness, as if that could be a fresh thing. Some of them definitely show greater signs of rot, indicating maybe that they were earlier victims, that maybe they were. I want you guys to go ahead and make an insight check, just a general insight check.
27.
What?
Natural 20, and it's one of my best
22.
modifiers.
Jesus!
Natural-
I got a 15.
Natural 20.
Plus 7?
So 24.
Nice.
10.
Of course. Man, I don't know what's going on. It's pretty obvious to the party, other than course, that they've been storing, essentially, kind of like hoarding food, and they're now aware of your presence on the island, and they are using this as a way to get you to rash thinking. You know, like if people are angry, they don't think as clearly. They're inviting you, hey, come check us out, and they're wanting you to see what they've done, probably to try to add you to their supply.
Sickos.
So
This
it
is
appears that
despicable.
while you were underwater during that time, they came out and planted these markers.
But they don't look fresh enough to have been the crew from the ship that brought us here.
Does not appear to be any of the crew from your ship, correct?
Okay. That was the first thing Vix thought.
Ooh.
I'd forgotten all about them.
Yeah.
We don't need no ship. We
Vix-
can stay here.
Vix was already like, man, I hope we can learn how to sail.
This just becomes a seafaring adventure.
Yeah.
You guys just lost at sea because none of you know how to sail.
Let's respect the ability, but not get so overworked up about this that we lose our heads. This teaches us that they're arrogant and that they know we're coming.
To take their path, we can make our own path,
So we
right?
don't have the element of surprise.
No,
We
but
don't.
now we at least can properly expect a trap. And springing a trap that you know is there is far less dangerous than one you don't know is there.
Did you
Let's get them.
want me to go ahead and see if I can find anything? I'm pretty nimble,
I can also stealth
so
ahead.
maybe I can.
At
Move.
this point, there's not really. It's open ground, and
Oh,
the
okay.
stakes
Okay.
of
Okay.
body parts are literally just like leading you up this hill.
Let's just keep
And
mindful.
can we
and-
see up to the top of the hill? Like, as in, is it
It's
just open field?
completely open field,
Yep.
and then it just stops.
We'll stay
As in,
mindful.
cliff face stops or
You have
illusion
to
stops?
find out up there until you get up there.
Yeah.
Chorus draws his broken sword and just starts walking and says, if they're going to expect us, let's go say hello. And I don't know if anybody's paying attention. His eyes are black, like very black.
Vic smiles and then
Horace?
loads their crossbow and follows.
Let's do this.
Bruce, you saw that. His eyes were black, yeah?
Mm,
Like mine?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a conversation for another time.
Yes. Let's go. We need to
Let's
get
go.
rid of these horrible hags.
You make your way up the hill, just walking between just this terrifying path that they've set for you. And at the top of the hill, you look down and there is indeed a cliff face. Down below you is a wrecked ship that's been there for who knows how long. It's about 20 feet or so down.
Okay.
And the path leads directly towards this.
Do we have rope to scale the cliff carefully? I don't have rope.
Is there a ledge or someplace safe that I could potentially fly people down one by one?
There's the ship down below. It's like wrecked on some rocks. So it looks like from up here, I mean, it looks like you could probably land people on the ship. There's not any like cliffs on the way, like any like ledges on halfway down or anything like that.
Down to the ship. I have rope.
I've
Can I
also
watch
got rope.
I also have rope.
Can I watch
I can
the
just
ship?
go down there.
Can I watch the ship for a little bit and see if there's any movement?
Yeah, make a perception check.
15.
You look down and no sign of any movement, no sign of any life on the ship. It looks like it's been there for quite a while. But no signs of any kind of... And it doesn't look like anybody has like set up... There's no like signs of like a residence or any kind of dwelling on the ship either that you can see.
Are you guys right? I wouldn't mind flying down, see if I can get a little bit of a closer look. I promise I won't get too close. I just want to see if
Oh,
they're
Please be careful.
there or if there's something else. I don't want you guys scaling down a cliff to fall right into their pot.
I also don't want you. We don't want you to get hurt either.
Yes, let's not.
But be careful.
I'll be okay, Rose. I'm nimble and I can take a hit. That rested me good.
Okay.
By your leave.
Got this.
I will
Yell out
just
if you need anything.
launch myself. Okay. I will launch myself off the cliff into a dive and open my wings and then soar back up and over when I get to about 10 feet above it.
Okay. So you drop down and you're soaring. You just kind of bullet dive down and then wings catch the air and you glide over and you don't see anything. The ship appears completely deserted. But make a perception check.
I was going to say, can I circle around and look at the cliff?
Mm-hmm.
That's cocked. That's okay. That's cocked. That's much better. That is an 18.
You do catch some glimpses of like wet footprints that have been left on the wood, but no signs of anybody there. Nothing on the cliffs that you can see other than, again, the signs of death and decay on the cliff are very pronounced just from the proximity to whatever it is.
Well-
Is there like a crow's nest or something that I could land on?
There had been, but it has broken off and it is now laying on the deck of the ship.
Okay, can I just grab onto a mast? Or whatever's
Sure.
left of the mast?
Yeah. You
And I
so
just
you
want to
swing
perch there
down-
like some creepy gargoyle.
Yeah, you like to, yeah, absolutely. You look down
Yes.
there and no signs of movement, no signs of life. Water, crashing up against the side of the boat. Again, the water is just dark now and just brackish and smelly, smelling of decay, but there's no signs of anything.
The footprints, can I tell where they're leading to?
They appear to lead to like a hatch that goes down into the deeper part of the ship.
Of course they do. What do I have?
While Nemea is doing that, Chorus is going to step back, close his eyes, take a deep breath, and cast Detect Portal. Or not cast, but uses Detect Portal ability, which just tells me if there's a portal within a mile.
As you cast and focus on it, nothing comes back. You don't feel anything.
Okay.
I want to take out the half-empty bottle of vodka that I'd stolen from Aaron's cellar.
Okay.
Amazing.
And I just want to drop it onto the deck of the ship, like as close to the hatch as possible.
Okay. As you drop it, it gains speed and then shatters the remaining vodka, drains out. Some of it like makes its way in, pours down the hatch, and you wait. No response.
I think we're safe to proceed.
Let's just go. Let's.
I'll
This is
assist
where it
everyone like
leads.
getting onto the
Does
ship
it look down
as I get
there?
close. It looks dirty.
Oh.
I want to fly back up so I'm not yelling.
Yeah.
There's signs of footprints. Rose,
That's a
you'll be
good
happy
sign.
to know. I dropped a bottle of vodka close to the hatch and no response.
The first casualty of this encounter.
Horrible.
It wasn't that great of vodka.
I think it seems safe enough for
It
you to
served its
ferry us
purpose.
down, if you're willing, the mayor.
Yeah. Let's push on.
Yeah. Safe experience, yeah, I'm happy to take one or two down while the others scale.
Sure.
Edie puts her arms up. Pick me.
I'm gonna jump off the cliff again, fly back over, scoop Edie up, and I'm going to carefully put her on the deck of the ship as far from the hatch as possible. And I want to land her as gently as possible so her hooves don't go thunk thunk. And alert.
Absolutely. And as you land, it sounds hollow.
Please don't fall through. Please don't fall through. Please don't fall through.
But it appears steady.
Nice.
I'm good. Come on,
Edie?
get everyone else down here.
Okay, just please wait here. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll wait here unless something happens.
Okay.
That's the plan
Fly
until I
back
come
up.
up
Who's
with a better
next?
one.
Chorus is like lashing a rope to whatever rocks or anything he can find to make his way down.
Okay. You look around, you see one rock that looks like it could potentially hold the weight of somebody going down.
Cool. Tie it and slide a hand for that, or am I just good to tie it?
Just go ahead and tie it. But I will have you, as you're rolling, as you're climbing down. Excuse me.
As
you're
you're
climbing
rolling
down.
down.
As you're rolling down, as you die, go ahead and roll. Just roll me a d20.
Oh.
17.
The rock starts to shift and give just a little bit as you're climbing, but it maintains its hold into the earth.
Cool.
Where's this
I'll make it
Edward
up.
module?
Vix will try and
I think he's
follow
right.
after Chorus.
Oh, careful. I can always go down. Because I'm not. That it
Because
looks
you're
very
tiny.
unsafe. Yeah. It'll be able to
Rose,
hold
I'll-
my weight.
I'll take you in a sec. And I just
No,
want
no, no
to
worries.
brace against the rock. Because if Chorus and Vix are on it,
I was waiting
gonna
until
keep
Chorus is
moving.
off of the rope, and then
okay.
Vix is gonna go down separately.
Oof.
I'm assuming Chorus is bigger than Vix.
I would think so.
Yes. Chorus is
Okay.
bulky.
Vix is pretty tiny, yeah, comparatively.
Okay. I'm still. Rose, climb on my back.
Okay.
And I'm still going to brace the rock.
Okay.
And as soon as I know Vix is safe, I'll grab the rope and I'll fly down with Rose.
You guys are all able to get down there without too much challenge. You guys make you're all standing on top of the ship at this point, and still no signs of anything or anybody acknowledging your presence at all.
I'm gonna give that trapdoor a quick check for traps.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check on it.
Is that cocked? Yes. Right.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. That is just going to be an 11, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, 11.
As far as you can tell, completely untrapped.
Vix is gonna open the trapdoor very slowly.
As you open it up, you see the vodka that was spilling down inside, and you see the lower half of the ship. And it appears to be actually, you see light coming through because the bottom half of the ship has been broken open a little bit, and it is almost completely empty. You see a little bit of junk and garbage. Make a perception check for me.
18.
You do see over in the corner what appears to be like an old diving suit.
An old diving suit, but nothing else jumping out at me.
And
Is
there
there
is
a
a
ladder to
hole.
descend?
There is, yeah, stairway, ladder. There's,
Okay.
yes. And you do see a hole, like there is a hole in the side of the ship from like where it's broken in half, but you actually also see like a hole in the bottom of the boat, like that's exposed, and you see like some remnants of wet footprints leading back towards that.
Looks like we're about to go underground. Vix is gonna descend the ladder.
I think Chorus goes in next.
I'll go in.
Can I check out this diving suit?
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
gonna say I want to check out that diving suit.
So as you pick up the diving suit itself appears to be pretty thrashed up. You see that there are some tears and holes in it from wear, but the helmet itself could be salvaged and could be useful if you figure out a way to, finagle it.
So just to make sure I understand, we are going underwater at some point here. Like that's like there's a hole in the side of the ship.
There's a hole in the side of the ship and a hole that's
And one down.
that's directly
Okay.
in the wood, and it's on water. And so everything, yes, points to water.
Oh no. We can't breathe underwater anymore, guys.
Can I see anything through the hole? Is it really brackish still?
It's still pretty brackish. If you want to stick your head in the water and see what you can see, you're welcome to do so.
I'll stick my head in the water.
Boop. Stick your head in the water. Make a perception check.
13.
It's hard to
That's
see,
true.
but it does appear to be lighter maybe than it should be, and almost like in the distance that maybe it clears up just a little bit.
Vix
I
is
can
good.
always change into an animal that can breathe in the water if I just got ahead.
I was
That
gonna say
sounds-
I can hold my breath for a while. I'd rather you save your abilities. for actual combat?
Let me see if I can't get this little helmet functional. Can Vix try and
Maybe.
tinker with this thing to get it
Mhm.
working?
What would you like to do? Because the way it would have worked is it would have had air like pumped into it.
Mhm.
But if you could create a seal, it could perhaps hold enough air to buy you a little bit of time in there.
Yeah,
So
so
what would you like to do with it?
Vix is gonna scout around the ship to see if there's any like repair kits that would have something like tar, or a little bit of something that would have sealed the ship in an emergency, and is basically gonna like
Okay.
use that to create like a semi-permanent seal for the helmet. It'll only work for one person, but at least someone will be able to breathe a little bit longer.
Okay. Make a investigation check to see if there's anything left aboard the ship for like that.
15.
So as you're searching, you find some more rubbish, some more wreckage of like what used to be food stores. You find another crate that had like clothes in it and stores of cloth of some sort that have all kind of molded and decayed. But you do manage to find one sealed tub of tar, and you find some like rope and stuff like that that's just laying around. Most of the rope's not in great shape anymore, but you do find some things that you think probably could be used to put it together to give one person a helmet. That would buy them some air.
Who wants to be the test dummy for this little science experiment?
No.
I'm
If
happy
no
to
one-
do it.
If no one else, I'm perfectly happy to do it. I can't hold my breath for shit.
Maybe then you should do it just in case. Make sure that you can breathe.
Sounds good. I'll give it the good old try. I'm gonna try and rig it up to where.
Go ahead and go ahead. This would be kind of I would say a tinkering check, but I don't think you have that proficiency.
I do.
So
I got Tinker's
you
tools.
do? Oh, well then by all means, give me a tinkering check.
Okay. Would I use intelligence or wisdom or dex for the ability?
I would say it's going to be kind of a mix of both, so do both.
Okay.
Give me both. One, let's do an intelligence check to see if you're kind of like, if you can come up with a plan, and then a dex check, I guess, to see how well you execute it.
Okay.
Is anybody assisting Vix in this process?
Sure.
Chorus is not going to be any help.
Actually, no, I probably wouldn't either.
Hey, if you can at least hold the helmet in place, that'll get me some of the stuff in the right place.
All right.
Yeah,
So you may roll
it's
with
always fun to
advantage.
try and like make some cool new things.
Yeah. Okay. Roll with advantage. So I'll do the intelligence one first.
Sure.
Oh gosh, that is a 22 on
Yeah.
intelligence.
Ooh.
You come up with an idea that you're pretty sure will work without hopefully having to actually tar this helmet to your skin.
Perfect. That would have been a tragedy.
You kind of come up with an idea to use like some old sail that you found to kind of make almost like a collar, and you kind of come up with a layered pressurized system that will allow it to be sealed to that
Perfect.
rather than be sealed to yourself. And then how well does it execute?
And then the dex check. Ooh, not as good, but I've got a better modifier. So 17 on the dex check.
Okay. It's not pretty, but then again, the starting materials weren't exactly pretty either. You're pretty confident that it will be functional. How much oxygen it will give you without actually, because you have to close off the port that allows the oxygen to be blown in. So you're not entirely sure how long it would give you, but it will hold what air is in there. You feel pretty confident on for at least a time.
Cool. Vix will hold that little port open until they're ready to go under the water, but just sort of gives
Okay.
a thumbs up to the group, like looks like it's going to be as good as it's going to be.
Should we?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Edie, what?
As Vix was doing all of that, Edie was ruffling through her bags and going through all the bits and pieces, and she pulls out a little bottle and she's just like, Do you think that this is just like Vanessa's spell, but in a bottle? And you can see the tentacles swirling around in the bottle that Edie's holding.
It's
What do you
worth a
think it
try.
does?
It could be.
You had one
We could
too, right,
do-
Rose?
Yeah, I got something like that as well.
Maybe?
Do we really want to go playing with unknown potions before going up against hags?
Maybe not. Once again, I can always just change. I could actually go back into a giant seahorse form myself.
Nice.
That's amazing. I can't. And I don't want to go underwater unless I'm a fish again.
I
Well-
think that's the only way forward, Edie. But you're brave and powerful, and you can do this.
Yeah,
And
and
we'll,
we'll all
be
be
right
right.
beside you.
I don't know if I'm powerful, guys.
You
I
are.
don't do nearly as much as you do every time I get in the way.
You
Edie,
don't.
you have never gotten in the way.
I'm fairly certain
You
that some of us
saved
are
me.
only alive because of you.
Yeah,
much.
you saved me against the harpies.
Did
You
I?
saved Gorma from the boneless.
Not for long, though.
Yes, but that wasn't your fault. You can't blame yourself for that cretin.
Okay.
Let's go. I'll
Mm.
also stay in. I'll also stay in my form, so we can swim next to each other.
Okay.
We've got this.
It's just like jumping through a portal, but with your friends this time.
Yeah.
We've got you.
I was pushed last time.
Right, it's like jumping. It's much more friendly.
Okay.
Much
Okay.
better.
Okay.
So
I'll
how
hold my
long?
hand out.
How long is everyone able to hold their breath for?
Is that
3
our
minutes.
one plus our
their
con modifier?
Yep.
Yeah.
1 minute plus con modifier, is that what it is?
Yeah, minimum of
Yes.
1.
Minimum one.
Minimum of
yeah.
30 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, I think, and then it's.
So if you had a negative con, but I think I'm the only
Mm.
one with low con. I've got 1 minute
Minutes.
because of the
Plus
one,
the helmet.
but plus whatever the helmet gives me. Yeah.
And you can swim at half movement
And
speed,
you
right?
swim at half movement speed, correct?
Yeah.
Oof.
Chorus reaches down and like, is there like some dirt or something like on the deck that he can find?
Not here, because this is just a shipwreck ship. It's pretty blown, pretty clean of most like grime and stuff like that, like dirt. It is. There's like some salt and stuff like that. There is like decayed rope, some decayed sail, stuff like that. But there's no soil of any kind.
I need a pinch of dirt. that's all I need. Can I get some off my
You might be
boots?
able to go up. You might be able to go up to the top. Yeah, I mean, you can check your boots, make a perception check, see if there's any there.
What do you need it for?
Yes.
15.
Yeah, there's a little smudge of dirt still from making your way down the cliffside.
So
If
Chorus
you were
like,
happy waiting a couple minutes, I can go to the cliff and back up to the
This-
cliff and get some.
this will do. And he reaches down, like pulls a little bit of dirt, kind of crumbles it up, walks forward and like smudges it on Rose's forehead, and casts Longstrider. So you get 10
Nice.
feet extra movement for an hour.
Amazing.
Makes you, I believe, the fastest of all of us now.
Which is great for the person who can actually turn into a swimming shape.
Yeah.
True, but
But like,
she's
What
not
is?
re-
How fast
he's
is
not
everyone?
going to.
So she was at 25
30.
feet. This should put her at 35 feet.
We match.
Yeah.
What are you doing
Yay!
with Thorn at this point? He's still sitting up on top of the cliff.
Oh,
Oops.
the man.
Is he small enough to even
He's-
fit in this ship?
he's too big for me to carry.
Oh,
I mean, he could fit on the deck of the ship, perhaps. He might be able to squeeze into holes and things like that. How subtle he would be. I mean, he's about as subtle as a ton of bricks. So
Could you turn him back into his statue, Rose?
I think so, but I wouldn't be able to get him back for a little while.
That's
So
probably
he wouldn't
better
be
than
able to
leaving
help
him
us.
behind.
True. All right. If if he's just kind of just stuck there and like really just so like just large, just like what? She's
Yeah, he
going
just like
to
sits down and
just.
like looks over the side of the cliff and just like looking down.
Aww. Then she's going to speak the command word blossom and get him back to his figurine form.
And you, as you speak that word, you see him kind of shimmer for a second, then with like a mist form, and just zoom back towards the statue, and reincorporates back into the statue.
Perfect. Here he is.
So cute.
All safe.
Should we get moving?
Yeah.
Ready to go?
I think so.
All right.
Ready when you are.
I dive in.
Chorus
Okay.
follows.
Vix waits for Edie to go and kind of just like helps coax her into the water.
Edie's gonna take a second, big deep breath in. All right, and she's just gonna run and jump. Cannonball
Cannonball.
into
Cannonball.
Jinx.
Perfect. All right, you all make your way into the water, and you dive. And as you start
I
swimming,
thought you were going to
And
say,
you
and you
die.
die.
and you die. Thank you for coming to our
That's a
campaign. We
wrap.
really
It was a vat
Not
of
how I-
acid.
not how I saw this campaign
Oh my
turning out
god,
at
no
all.
one checked the water.
Nine,
No,
nine, nine.
the Maya stuck her head in.
Oh yeah,
It
sorry.
comes
I
out of
stuck my head in, it was
skeleton.
fine.
Yeah.
Comes out of skull. Everything's fine, guys. It is dark, but you do see almost some sort of like luminescence still marking a path.
Are there
And it-
body parts?
Follow it.
It's hard to tell if they're body parts at this point. You're not close enough to the luminescence to see.
Like they haven't been strung up on rocks.
You're
like,
not close enough to
continuing.
see where you're currently
Okay.
at.
Vix.
Because you're right now just essentially like
Keep swimming.
in the water and stuck your head in kind of thing, and you're starting to. So if you want to follow the luminescence, you start swimming.
Yeah, Edie is
Mhm.
swimming, following whatever path there is as quickly as she can. She's terrified. She's trying to either get down as deep as she can so she can drown, or find air.
As you swim, it's going deeper and deeper, and then you see the luminescence starts to curve under the island from what you can see. And make a nature check if you'd like.
Sure.
Who? Everyone? No?
Anybody who wants to.
Nah.
Yes.
To discover the source
What
of the
is-
luminescence. Not
Um,
Chorus is dying.
12.
17.
Okay. With your familiarity with plants and stuff, with your herbology background, Nemea, you have heard of like algae and things like that can glow in the dark, and it appears that some of this has been used to trace to make a path, again, potentially for you to follow. But as you
I'm
swim,
gonna signal for the others.
as you guys start swimming, all of you but Vix start to feel pressure for air. Edie, what was your breath? How long could you hold your breath
My
for?
con's 2, so is that 3 minutes?
So you have
I
3
don't-
minutes. Okay,
3
and
3
3
minutes.
minutes. Same.
and Rose, same. Okay, Nemea, you
Yeah.
have
I got 3 minutes.
3 minutes. So all of you, Chorus is probably similar. You all
Yeah,
start
probably.
feeling like your breath, like you're starting to feel that tightness in your head, and you're starting to see spots as you swim. You feel like you are getting to the end of your oxygen, and you are still
No.
underwater.
Ah!
Because
Rose
your
is crying.
movement speed is reduced, you're only traveling at half your movement speed. It's taking that much longer, and you're struggling against the currents and things like that, trying to follow this path.
I think if she can't see anything and she's noticing that her and friends are starting to start to kind of suffocate, she's gonna wild shape into a giant seahorse.
Okay. As a giant seahorse, you can breathe, so yay, that helps. And you're swimming. You have a swim speed now,
It's
which
just
is
kind of be, and like before that, like before, like she's also like it's kind of just like hop on. It's like kind of like a hop on, like because she's like now a large creature, so it's almost like kind of like kind of motioning almost to like help pull along her friends.
with the help of Rose in seahorse form. She is able to move a lot faster the rest of the way, and you guys follow the luminescence, and then as you're following it, you see what looks like a shiny, like flattened surface, like when you're getting ready to break water to come back up into air. You start
me
seeing
there.
that look, and you guys break the surface. Ah. And we're going to take a break. So we will be back
Whew.
in 10 minutes. So uh, do not come back. Come back. Don't stay
Yeah.
away.
Back.
Yeah.
Come back.
Come
We're going to
back.
fight some hags. Come back, please. We love you
Baby,
so
come
much.
back.
So 10 minutes.
Spoilers.
All right, 10 minutes.
It's
And we will see
actually
you
a
soon.
candy
Spoiler
store.
alert.
Bye, everybody. We're back. Everybody, quickly.
And we are back,
Woo!
and Nemea is trying to finish shoving food in her mouth. I love it.
Way to call
Welcome
me
back,
out.
everybody. Hey, well,
Caught
you've
you
got the
for it.
peach, you know. We are back. When we left off, our party had been plotting a way to deal with the sea hags. They found a path thanks to the piercing eyes of Nemea as she flew above the treetops and saw a path that led somewhere that had not been there previously. Once they got to that area, they discovered that the path was marked with body parts and things that had been chewed on. They made their way to the cliff, found a shipwreck at the bottom of a cliff, made their way down to the shipwreck, and discovered a path to some water. Chorus is sneeze
Oh
dabbing.
my goodness.
We are just a whole bunch of weird things. They followed the
I'm
path
not
into the
flossing
water and followed a translucent algae, like a glowing algae path that led to something. They were about to run out of oxygen when Rose wild shaped into a giant seahorse and managed to pull everybody through to the end of the tunnel. And they all broke free of underwater except for Vix, who was not suffering from lack of oxygen, to take a deep breath. And that's where we left off. So as you guys break the surface of the water, those of you without dark vision can't see anything. It is dark, but you know you are no longer underwater. Those of you that can see that you are in some sort of like underwater like cave where it's its own, like it's almost like a pond within this underwater source where a pocket of cave structure had been hollowed out at some point. And you see, just some rocks. You can, about 10-15 feet from the shore of this underwater cave.
Is the glow in this tunnel enough that I could like try and find a loose rock that's down here beneath the surface?
It is bare. It's not giving off like light so much as it's allowing you to follow
it
where it's at.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna like shield the ring so that the light won't go up as much, but I will cast light on my ring to start like using it as a little like flashlight down here.
Okay. This one is not the strobe light one, correct?
No, this is not the strobe light one. This is just
that's
like
Edie's.
Yeah, this is just a ring that Vix has, and I'm casting light on the ring.
Okay, perfect. So you are able to see generally around you. You can find easily enough some rock down there to kind of. I mean, it's underwater, so there's some rocks and stuff like that you can do things with.
Cool. I'm gonna grab a rock and then extinguish the light, and I'm gonna try and I want to be listening for what's going on up above, and I'm gonna try and like just start very sneakily stealth swimming up to try and like breach the water as quietly as possible.
Okay. So you're going to try to quietly break the surface. I want all of you to make a perception check.
By the way, Rose would have, upon everyone reaching the surface, would have likely wild shaped back into her form.
Change back into your regular form. Okay. Good to know.
Not good.
So everybody go ahead and make a perception check, please.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
Finally.
I
For
had such a
21.
panic there because I had a nat 1, but then I forgot. Wait, I'm a halfling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get that luck.
Okay. 17.
5.
Okay.
14.
Oh no.
12.
So everybody but Vix,
Oh.
here's a. We hears you. We sees you. We taste you.
Nope, don't like that.
Not okay. Not okay.
Bye-bye.
landwalkers, come to our home and invade our space. You takes our resources and our children's from the water, and you takes them for yourselves. You never thinks that they might belong to someone else. You landwalkers just takes and takes and takes. Well, now we takes your land. We takes your lives. And now we will take your lives too. We will take your lives and gnaw on your bones. Come play.
I'm gonna get out of the water as noisily as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Open my wings in a threatening display. Come and get me!
Ooh.
And with that, go ahead and roll initiative, everybody.
Woo.
Should I roll stealth for my slow,
Nope.
slow SWAT
Yes,
team?
you may roll
No.
stealth to see if they are aware of you.
Okay.
I lost my dice. I'll use my other one.
Stealth roll was bad. Initiative roll was
Man.
good.
So, there you go. And I will get yours in just 1 second. Helga.
Not my dice. One of my dice is just gone. I can't find it. It just rolled off the table.
It fell
heard
into the
the,
abyss.
it heard the evil monologue. It was like, nope. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Do
I
not
didn't
want.
want to cooperate. That's fine.
Not me,
I'll
like,
grab another.
wanting to, cough and die after that. Chorus, what is your initiative?
4.
Oof.
Chorus, big number 1 stunner.
Good old Nat 1 on
Edie.
initiative.
7.
Nice.
Oof.
Vix, I'll take yours, but if you're underwater, you did not hear the monologue necessarily. Oh, you broke stealthily.
I would,
So
I would
yes,
be
you still
trying to
break.
break stealthily. I rolled a 10
Yes.
on stealth.
Okay.
So I feel like all of the time they were monologuing, I was just moving up through the water, and then I like breach, like, what's going on?
Selling
and
the
then-
giant bulbous helmet.
Your helmet breached 5 minutes ago. That's why
Yeah.
the stealth roll was bad.
Yep.
What did
And
you roll
then,
for initiative?
For initiative, I got 22.
Nice.
Nemea?
A
Oh.
Well, I mean, you did sit there and call them out, so you know that's something. Rose?
yeah.
17.
Nice. All right. Well, with the initiative order, Vix, you are up first. Let's go ahead and see that map. This is what everybody can see right now. So the
Whoop, switch to
seahorse
combat. There we
is
go.
gone.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to zoom in on the Twitch map.
I can't see
You
it
know
very
what?
well.
That
You
is,
can't
if
see
that
it
ain't
good.
just a mood. So yeah, can't see very far.
Yes.
I am going to. Vix doesn't know they're not being stealthy, unless since I
Right,
rolled
and
less
you're
than
still
my
in the
passive.
water, so you have reduced movement speed in the water.
Yeah. Well, I would still try and like get to shore. I think I'm just trying to stay away from people. So 5, 10, 15. That's all the basic movement I can do.
Right.
And then I've got the rock. I guess you can arbitrate this how, like, would I have heard Nemea do, like, the come and get me thing?
I think so. I mean, she wasn't trying to be quiet about it. She was trying
Okay.
to goad.
Okay. In that case, I will
You're gonna
go
throw a rock at
ahead,
Nemea.
since I know something is up and that we can't really see. I'm gonna cast light on the rock and just chuck it into the room.
Give me a strength check to kind of determine how far that's going to fly.
Oh boy, strength checks. Not
Yeet, yeet.
a ranged attack roll. It's a teeny rock.
Yeet, yeet.
Oh.
I'll let you do a ranged attack.
Okay, that does change it to a 9 instead of a 2.
Okay.
Ouch.
I just rolled
You
bad.
kind of like, ah! And
Yeah.
you throw it, and it lands right about here. And we will give it here. We'll do. Since we just learned how to do this. Can you see that?
I see the bubble of
work?
light move just a little
Yeah.
bit out. So I guess I wouldn't have light on me anymore. I don't know if we want to play with the tokens that much, but still not being able to see any signs of enemies, Vix is just going to whisper a prayer.
But hey, you'll be able to find it and throw it again later.
Exactly. Yeah, I've got.
And I would even let you throw that rock as a bonus action.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Vic's not seeing anything, and just knowing that they can cast magic is going to whisper, "Purity of the unknown, exempt me from the whims of here and now." If you could see her, the weird teardrop tattoo lines are coming down off of their eyes, and he has a judgment of purity for a little bonus to AC,
Ooh.
or not AC saves.
Saves nice. All right. Does
That's
that
it.
end your
That's
turn?
it for me. Yeah.
All right. Then up next is one of the sisters, and you hear this.
No.
Helga wants to play. And so she's going to. She gets how much? 30 feet of movement as well. So she will come. Over here.
This rock is placed perfectly.
And that is and it is cover. So from here she can see, not really see Nemea. She could possibly see Chorus. She can definitely see Vix and Rose and
What do you mean you can see me?
Edie.
I'm so
My
stealthy.
stealth wasn't stealth.
No.
And as the fact that she identified, well, first, anybody who can now see her needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, thank goodness I
Lovely.
did what I did.
What is
Is
Any humanoid. So I believe that Edie would be safe.
is it something to frighten?
It is frightened, but it's not a magic thing. This is its
No, because
appearance.
because Rose has as brave advantage on saving throws against being frightened. So if
Then
it's
yes,
something
you
that
would have
would
that. It is to make you afraid, yes. Other than
Perfect.
Edie is not affected by this.
You said that she can't see me, or potentially can't see me. Can I see her?
Probably not yet.
Okay.
But as soon as you can, you will need to make that saving throw.
Okay.
19.
But now no metagaming. You succeed in your save. Without metagaming, Nemea doesn't have this understanding.
No,
Vix,
of course. Yeah. I'll roll when I have to. That's fine.
And Rose. So Rose is safe. Edie doesn't roll. Vix, what did you roll?
8.
You
Oh, no.
are frightened.
No.
Okay. Then you are going to need a. Let me see what's the range. Okay, a con save. Vix
done.
as well.
Ah. Stress.
Oh, okay. Dirty 20.
You
Nice.
succeed. So you are only going to take half damage.
Oh, what?
We
This
take damage from being scared?
You got your
No.
temp HP.
Yeah, no, I
Nope,
definitely
you
am
don't
looking at
take
that temp
damage from
HP.
being scared. However, you do take damage from this sickly green ray that extends from her hand.
Oh.
Luckily, she
Oh.
rolled like garbage, and I rolled
Yes.
3, and so at half damage, you only take 1 point of necrotic
Oh.
damage
Suck
from
it.
a ray of sickness.
I do want to make sure that I'm
Jesus.
doing this right. She is a they are Fae, correct?
They are fey.
Okay. My judgment bonuses increase against them, so I've been adding an extra +1.
Perfect.
Can I-
And that will.
Do I need to roll? I wasn't sure if I could see her or not.
At this point, it's kind of a possibly. So go ahead and roll. You're gonna have to roll as soon as you see her anyway.
Yeah, I already rolled, so I didn't know if I needed to.
Okay, what did you roll?
Oh, he's not in
I
range.
got a dirty 20.
He's not
Okay,
in
you're
range.
fine.
No.
From her frightening presence,
frightening.
he is.
Yeah.
Frightening presence is just being able to see her. And I will say, I'll just give it to you now. Every one of them has that just by their sheer existence. Edie, you are fine against all of them. So as soon as you see any of them, you will have to roll. Once you succeed, you are immune to that person's frightening presence for the day. But let me go ahead because I want to do this for you. What you see as she steps into view, you see this hideous form. It's bony and skinny, and its joints are kind of like just popping and bending in ways that don't look natural. You see that their hair is like thin and like falling about their head and shoulders, and it just hangs limply and damply. They're loosely draped like in seaweed and torn sailcloth. Their skin has like this green but like streaks of like bluish gray just like running through it, and their eyes are inky black and dead looking, and their mouths, when it's open, you do see rotten bits of like meat. And given what you saw on the land, you're pretty sure it's not all just fish.
Yeah.
That will end Helga's turn. Rose, you are up next.
All right. Rose is going to try let's just see. So because she's currently in this form, going onto land. Ooh, what am I doing? Sorry about that.
You're fine. And he
I
gave
did the
you
wrong.
the long strider too. Would that have
Yeah.
changed when she wild shaped? Would she have lost that when she wild shaped?
Nope.
I
Because it's
don't
on
think
her,
so.
and she is the animal.
Okay.
Okay. So she's going to, I think, even with that, she'll be able to just make it to
Because you'd
the
be at 35, so
surface.
you'd be like 5, 10, 15. You could get there, and then you'd have like 5 more feet of movement.
Yeah. Okay, so she wants to go onto the land. She's going to go and use kind of you'll see just kind of close her eyes, and the hawk spirit is going to come forth.
Nice.
Hey, let me go and do that. So I was on the tool for that already, getting over
Nice.
eager. Let's see. So that was once again a 30-foot radius. So quite large.
Tis indeed.
What?
It'd be like
Wait.
6. You good?
No, I'm just like trying to get my mouse to cooperate with me to get like 30 feet. Yes.
Hey,
Perfect.
Nailed it.
Yay.
nailed it.
Let's move it so we can get everyone in.
Can you move that totem once it's placed?
I wanted to place it so everyone would be in. I was just trying to get the size.
Right, but I meant if combat moves outside of that space,
Yes.
are you able to move
Yes,
the
yes,
totem?
yes.
Okay,
I can move it each turn.
perfect.
So it's just being formed there. So this is her bonus action. So it's the hawk, so she can use the reaction to grant advantage to allies, and also everyone in it has advantage on perception checks. All her
Okay.
allies.
So you can use
so-
a reaction to give one person an advantage, correct?
Yes, yes.
Perfect. Okay.
It does have to be against a
And-
creature in the spirit's aura. The target has to be in the aura for the reaction advantage.
I think that was the unicorn.
when a creature makes an attack roll against a target in the spirit's
Oh,
aura,
the
you can use your reaction to grant your damage.
I thought you were talking about the
So
perception.
as long as they're attacking one of you in the aura, you can use that.
Yeah.
Correct? Is that what I'm understanding? Okay.
And then as her, so we're not done with shapes because as
Today's episode
No.
is brought to you by the shape circle and cone.
yes,
That's right.
because noticing it's a little dark in here. She is actually going to use a esky moonbeam. So she's going to go and cast one of those. And she sees this one, so it's going to be centered there.
Oh gosh, I just love moonbeam. It's so good. Thank you.
It's
We all do.
okay. That's good enough. There we go. Yeah, so she brings forth, you see this column of light, basically like just erupt out, and yeah, that's also
That has never been seen down here because we're underwater and in a cave. So this is really impressive.
yeah. So she kind of just spends her turn just getting out of the water, and as she's doing that, she's summoning the hawk spirit, and then she's just going and like with just kind of like this like look of she looks quite upset, and seeing this hag with this stuff in its mouth that's clearly was some sort of humanoid, she's not happy.
I picture
Moonbeam
this kind of like
down.
a tiny little like Elsa from Frozen. She's directing things with one hand and swirling things with the other hand and just making all
Yes.
kinds of things happen. Does Helga need to make a saving throw?
Not yet.
I believe for Moonbeam
Yes,
it's
isn't it?
only on a turn. So it's the first
On the
time
start of a
on
turn?
a turn or starting a turn. So only on her
Okay.
turn would she need
Okay,
to.
perfect. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Up next is one of the other hags. It is her. She sees the beam of light just shoot up around her sister, and she, Helga, Eula will save you. I gotta quit smoking. And
than
she
this
will move forward.
Much seaweed.
Too much seaweed.
That's the weed.
Blazing that seaweed.
Blaze that seaweed. It's 420 underwater.
Yes.
Then she is going to see. Can she see all of this? So again, everybody who sees her now has to make another wisdom saving throw, please.
Ah.
And that includes you, Vix, because you could be frightened of more than one.
Yep.
Whoa.
I'm
But
ready
again,
for this
Edie
one,
does
though.
not need to, because Edie is Edie.
Gotta love
Ruining all
having
my
a nat
roleplay
20 on a
moments,
saving
Dustin.
throw.
Nice.
I'd
Play
like
the
to
game?
imagine just with flavor that the nat 20 she's just like extra like she's so like
She's like, not
focused.
today.
She's like the opposite. Yeah, she's the opposite of afraid. She's determined.
Rose would like to rage.
Rose would like to rage.
She would like to rage.
I got a 21 on my wisdom save.
Okay, of course.
20, dirty 20.
And Nemea?
Oh, I need to roll for this one? Okay. Hold up. No, you're in jail. That one. No, you're in jail.
They're all in jail.
It was 17.
Okay, perfect. You all save. So you will not have any fear against Eula.
Lovely.
So, but what she is going to do is she is going to, I see this tiny little halfling, and she is going to kind of, you see this like energy like build in her hand, and not thinking through because it's going to hit her sister too. You see this electric charge build up,
No.
and she discharges it straight at you with a lightning bolt.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
At
man.
the two of you, so it would go straight through Chorus. Will it hit Nemea potentially? Nope, it's going to miss Nemea, but Rosalie and Chorus would be hit because it hits kind of that like 5-foot edge. So I need dex saving throws from the two of you.
Does it also hit Helga?
Oh, no.
It will hit Helga. Yes, she's needing a dex saving throw.
That's hilarious.
They're not. Their
Okay.
intelligence is not. I mean, they're okay, but in the moment, you know.
The heat
It-
of the
so
moment.
I would like to use my
That she did not
DM
succeed.
inspiration for this.
Okay.
Okay. That's a little better.
I believe in you.
Okay. That is not too good. That's a 14.
Okay. You may. Do it. Force casting minus 12 plus the hand intelligence modifier. You save.
Yes.
Chorus, what did you roll?
I rolled a nat 1,
Oh
which
my
gives me a 6.
So, as the lightning bolt arcs out, and Helga failed hers as well, so she's taking full damage.
Oh, dang.
This lightning bolt just charges out of her arm, scores along Helga's. 23 points of lightning damage.
I like this.
Halved to 11 for you, Rose. Not halved
Jeez.
for Helga.
Fine.
And then
Oh,
concentration.
She's
dude,
already
you're
like,
a joke.
So she's like already like just destroyed her sister mostly. But you would take
Love
the full
it.
23 course, so you've got that. But it looks like you had your temporary hit points. That will end her turn.
Concentration.
I
from
don't. Yes, concentration. Thank you for that.
Con
Rose.
check for Rose.
Con save for Rose.
Oh yes.
Save, not check, whatever.
Okay. Con.
It's just DC 10.
All right. Yeah, it's fine. I actually just got 11.
Okay, so woo,
Sorry, I was
close.
just checking the I was just checking about the spell Moonbeam. I was just checking something about it. It's all good.
All right. Up next will be the other sister.
Oh man.
Says, no, Eula. Do not hurt Helga. Hagar will stop them all. And she will move.
These names are terrifying.
Aren't they just?
I refuse to agree to this Eula.
She comes here. And from
Aw.
her
Eulogy.
perspective, she can see.
Do we also-
So one more.
Also
wisdom
need to make
save.
the save.
Yep, for everybody but Edie. Chorus and Nemea cannot see her yet.
No?
Okay.
But go ahead and
Oh.
make your wisdom
When-
save.
I'll make it anyway.
24.
Perfect.
27. Natural 20.
Nice.
So she is going to look at. So she's going to do the same thing. She's going to do it, but this time it's going to be for Rose and Vix.
Oh,
So she's going to
jeez.
cast another lightning bolt.
I refuse.
Try me.
I refuse.
Try me.
So another dex save,
Oh, the
please.
barbarian going last sucks.
I got a natural 20 for my
Dang
deck
it.
save.
Oh, nice. I don't think
Why
I
am I
got
getting
it.
nat 20s for this?
Chorus, what'd you roll?
Me?
Or sorry, Vix. My bad,
I
Vix.
was gonna say, I think I need to
I just got an 11. I rolled
skip
like
the
poop.
shit out of me.
So you failed.
Okay.
That is going to be 29 points of lightning damage.
It will be
Have-
14 points of lightning damage because Vix uses their reaction to do that same spell that Edie did before and just
Perfect.
like absorb some of the
Oh, absorb
electricity.
elements.
Rose, you will take 14 points of lightning damage as well.
All right.
And I need another con save or concentration check.
Yeah. All right. That was a 15.
Perfect. Okay.
I made the great decision to replace absorb elements with Longstrider, thinking that would be more helpful.
Aw,
Really helpful.
Guess
Thank
what?
you.
Yeah.
I need to
All right.
prepare absorb elements more.
That will end her turn. Nemea, you aren't up last. You are up next. And Edie, you are on deck, followed by Chorus.
Vix does look rather
Fine,
scorched,
yeah.
even despite having that.
God, why did I have to like? Oh.
You got it.
All
I
right.
believe in you.
Seeing friends being absolutely bombarded. 5, 10, 15, 25. I'm technically still within. The
Yeah.
totem.
Yep.
I don't think
And-
I'm not. I think it was that the hag needs to also be in the totem. Is what we were saying. So next turn I'd be able to. I can't give advantage right now.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I would like to unleash the beast.
Yeah.
And I would like to make 2 scimitar. Oh no, I can only do 1. Bonus movement. Balls. Nope, 2 claw attacks.
Balls.
I'm gonna do 2 claw attacks.
Balls.
Okay.
Okay, so first attack, and I'm gonna do this recklessly.
Perfect.
Actually, smart
Get
against
that
Double
advantage.
yeah.
6s.
Oof.
So for a total of
9.
does not hit.
Oh, it's got to be higher
the
than
first
that.
attack.
You add
But
your
that's-
proficiency bonus to that.
That's your first attack.
Oh no.
My
It's
my
still
core
not going to get up
is-
high enough, I don't think.
Oh no, to hit! Wait, to hit! No, you're correct. Beg your pardon.
Should be
I
11.
was looking at my damage. +5, so 11. Yeah,
Still won't hit.
Nah.
yeah. That's right.
So you
Second
try to
floor attack
slash
also
out,
reckless.
but their presence is just so ugly. You kind of, even like
Oh,
in
I
your
need to-
angered
oh.
state,
I can now see the other one. I rolled a 16 for my con.
you safe.
Cool.
So Vix is the only
Uh-huh.
one scared of Helga, frightened of Helga.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, I didn't see the first one either, so I need to make another one because I couldn't see
Yes.
Helga to begin with.
Yes, because you
Alright,
can
hang
now
on,
see
I'll
all
do
3
that.
of them.
Natural 17.
Yeah, you're fine.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm not scared of any of them.
No fear here.
Woo!
No fear! And second reckless. Better, 17.
That will hit.
Okay, and then claw is 1d6 plus 3. 9.
Plus your rage damage.
I think that's...
Plus 2.
So plus another 2. Yeah.
So it should be
Is it
11.
still a 2? So 11
So did
points.
you rolled a 6 then?
I rolled a 6.
Nice. So yeah, that'll be
Nice.
11 points of damage. So your first one, you kind of but then you no, and you just slash through again, and you just
I was
tear
like,
this
holy
gash.
shit!
You tear a gash in her shoulder, and she kind of recoils
Dean
a little bit.
Winchester. Dude, you ugly.
All right. Does that end your attack?
That is all I can do.
All right, Edie, you are up, and Chorus, you are on deck, and then Vix, you will be after that.
Okay. Edie is going to move to just next to Vix first, and she's just gonna be like, "Let's just fix you up quickly, so then we can keep you doing good." And that is 12 healing to you,
Ooh.
Vix.
Ooh, very nice.
Wow.
And then
That's very
I-
helpful.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna cast Spiritual Weapon next to the hag that's in the moonbeam.
I don't know if you could do 2 leveled spells.
Of
Yeah.
course.
No,
Of course, I
it's a
didn't think-
bonus action.
It's a bonus
Isn't-
action, but it
No,
doesn't
but it's
spell.
still- it's leveled.
Still a
as the,
spell.
yeah.
I didn't think about that. That's okay.
But
That's okay.
have you drawn your token yet, by the way? Your art for the spiritual weapon? Okay, that's fine. I just can't wait to see it. I'm excited.
No, that's okay. Let me just double check
Okay.
something quickly because I do have. No, my metamagic doesn't cover that, but that's okay. So I will just. That's it. That's the end of my turn. For now.
Okay, metamagic would probably be an overkill if with Vix at that point.
Yeah. It was already very overkill.
You,
because
you
most
were
of it
already
was temp
almost back to
HP.
full now.
Yeah.
Chorus, you are up. Vix, you are on deck.
Cool. I'm going to run
So it's essentially going to take you like 10 feet to get out of the water because you're still in the water, so 5 feet to get out.
Fine. That's fine.
So you have 20 more feet.
Except I'm gonna dash, which gives me 50 feet, and I'm going to run at. Hold on, let me see. This one, I can get there, right? Like if I go around.
That one is Helga.
Yep. The one
in
in
the moonbeam.
Yep. Cool. So I'm going to dash, and with my new feat, Charger, I get to make a bonus action melee attack.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
And so I'm going to do that.
Get him with that feet.
Is nope.
I believe.
Come on.
That's an 11 to hit.
Does not hit. So you come kind of running in, but you're kind of going around the pile to try to avoid them and kind of come in and threw off your footing a little bit, and you arrive, and you just kind of whiff it.
It's all right. No worries.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah, because that was a dash.
But at least they are aware of you now. Did you already roll a wisdom save for all of them?
Actually, I think the one behind me I need to roll for.
Okay.
Uh, 11?
Just saves.
Oh!
You are good. All right. If that ends your turn, then we are back to Vix.
Alrighty. I do not have a clean shot on any of these witches. I can't move closer because of the fright. Well, I guess I have a clean shot on that one, but it's so far away and I kind of want to focus damage. Yeah. I think I've got a clean-ish shot on Helga.
And she's the one you're frightened of.
She's the one I'm frightened of. So yeah.
So you could do it, but it would be at disadvantage, right?
Yeah, all my attacks are going to be at disadvantage no matter what, because I can see her. I'm going to leave my... I don't want to cast anything. I wish I could do a melee attack, because I'd get some extra lightning, but there's nothing near me. I attack Edie! No.
No!
No, I'm kidding. Edie, no.
You've lived long enough to become the bad guy.
Yes. Yeah, Vix is just going to aim down the sights with the crossbow and take a shot at Helga. The others are tolerable. You are absolutely hideous. Now, the way we're rolling 11s, I would bet you their AC's 12, because that was another 11.
It's not, but that also still misses. So
dang it.
You just and you kind of close your eyes just as you pull the trigger, and the bolt just shoots off. You were also maybe a little bit blinded by that blinding moonbeam that's highlighting her.
Yeah, the moonbeam is definitely like spectacular.
It really throws you off. Yeah.
I'm gonna remove the or at least reduce the opportunities for lightning bolts to keep happening, and I'm gonna swim 5, 10, 15 that way.
Okay. Fix like I play. Oh,
that's a great idea. Go into the water.
Make another wisdom save now at the end of your turn to see if you shake the fear.
Yep. Oh my god! 9.
You do not. All right, that ends your turn.
On to the next dice.
Helga. So Helga starts within the beam. What does she need to do?
Yes. She needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
If she's a shapeshifter, she has disadvantage.
That's true.
Well, is she? She is a...
it's just like a shape changer.
She has...
I think it's more...
No, she doesn't. It's an illusion.
Yeah.
It's an illusory appearance.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
But she can appear like a human, but she's
I
not.
wasn't sure. Yeah.
She that's a big fat no. Even with her con save, that's only
a big
5.
Fat no.
She rolled a 2.
Okay. Let's roll some damage then.
Nice.
Yeah, just
Get it,
burn,
Rose.
burn, baby, burn.
Burn.
Okay, not that great, but
No.
7 points of damage of radiant damage.
Every point a radiant. Ooh, every point adds up. Do they have? No. Okay. She's starting to look between the lightning bolt that her sister hit her with, and your moonbeam, she's starting to look rough. She is going to move out of the moonbeam over here next to Quorus, and she is going to look at him, and she is going to. You'd look better as a snail. And I need a wisdom save.
No! Come on!
13.
I don't like that
Just
smile.
succeeds.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, yes!
Whoa!
You feel your body start to constrict and... No! That's not happening. Son of... Alright, that ends her turn.
Son of a
Rose,
bitch.
you are up.
Okay.
Let me have nice things, people.
No.
Sorry. So as actions and bonus, so she can move her spirit totem as a bonus action and move the moonbeam as an action. So pretty much.
This turn I'll be
So-
moving circles.
Yes.
She just
this
continues
turn,
like this. This is what she
The
did when she
circles
came out, and that's what she's doing.
the circles continue.
She's Doctor
Um,
Strange.
Yes, it's just like I'm gonna make like a plural. Okay, so she's going to go move this one. So it's now more
Vix
like
is now no
that.
longer in the circle. Haha, Vix.
Sorry, you don't
No,
got
it's
the
fine.
advantage of perception.
Vix, no, it's fine. Vix
Um,
is hiding behind rocks.
Yeah, Vix is utterly useless at this point. I swear.
So she's got that, and then she's going to go move the moonbeam. She's going to go move it back. That one.
No, you
No,
cannot.
it's
I
okay.
wish I could.
It's like you see as the beam is like moving along, and it's like Rose is just like shaking her head, like no, stay in the
I
light.
love it. I love
it.
Stay in the light. Walk in the light.
Yes.
All right, does that end your turn?
I think maybe I just want Rose to also just move a little bit. Just also so it's not like such a nice light.
Premium
It's
lightning bolt
maybe-
action.
Yeah.
It's
It's
prime
just-
lightning bolt real estate.
Yeah. If it's so many lightning bolts in this here combat.
He'll go there.
Okay. Then at the end of your turn, it is Eula's turn. Eula is going to come up here on the other side of Quorus. And she is going to make a, let me see, a claw attack against Quorus. So she is this dice. That's not going to hit at all with a 9.
No, it's not.
Ooh.
So she's going to use her other claw. That's a natural 20.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Can't do anything about that.
But luckily, it's only 1d6. So doubled. Well, not double. So it's 6 plus 6, 12,
Oh.
plus 3. So 15 points of slashing damage against Quorus.
Fine.
She just swings with the first one, and you kind of deflect it with your sword. She swings with the second one and just catches you just flush with it right in the neck.
I'm fine. Totally fine.
Everything, you're totally fine.
The way you're saying
That will
I have
end her
doubts.
turn.
Oh,
Up
plus
next
3 damage.
is-
Shit.
I still have
Hagar.
positive hit points, so I'm fine.
Hagar is up next. That is this one. She's going to, Nemea, look at you and say, "My sister was right. You'd look better as a snail." Make a wisdom save.
My wisdom!
You
Always
got
wisdom.
this.
12.
You feel your body, and you shrink down, and you are a little snail on the
No!
floor of the cavern.
This is gonna go well.
The angriest snail.
The tentacles are twitching angrily.
It's,
All
it's
right,
like that,
that
immortal
will-
snail that will like
Yes.
that goes and kills
You everywhere.
You better put me in a tungsten ball.
All
She
right,
stands on me.
that
I'm
ends.
dead.
Well, kind of.
Well-
That ends her turn, and it is your turn, Nemea. What would you like to do in the form of a snail?
Get her.
Can I make another save?
No.
What's
No.
my speed?
Hold on, let me take a look here. I'm pulling up both snail
I don't
and the
think I
full
can do
rules.
anything. God
I'm pulling
damn
up-
it!
Attack recklessly and do 1 ooze damage.
1 ooze damage.
So this will last for an hour,
Oh god.
Ugh,
barring
break
any.
that bitch's concentration.
You literally can essentially do nothing but ooze slowly. Essentially, your speed is reduced to 0 at this point. You can't move fast enough to do anything.
Oh.
You can try to like start. I could say like you can start moving slowly.
Gliding along.
The snail's gotta have at least 5 feet of movement speed. There's gotta be
In
something.
6 seconds, have you ever seen a snail
In
move
6
that fast?
seconds.
Dude, this is
6
the
seconds,
angriest
like-
snail in the history of the world.
I mean, I've seen the movie Turbo.
Charge!
The
I have
pure
seen Turbo,
fury
yeah.
of nature.
All right, so that essentially ends Nemea's turn. She starts sliding, oozing. Edie, you are up.
Aw.
The rage is real. The rage is real.
Edie would like to get out of the water and onto the land.
And of course,
How
you're
much
on deck.
movement is that going to take up?
For you to get out of the water will take 5, 10, 15. It'll take 15 feet, which technically is your full movement while in the water. But because then you get on land. No,
You
wait, what is your speed?
35.
35. So it takes 15 feet, which would be 30 feet. So you'd still have 5 feet of movement.
Cool. Easy peasy. I'm then going to use my action to dash. And I want to run at Nemea and pick up the snail.
Okay.
I'm protecting the snail, and then as my bonus
Oh.
action, I want to kind of crouch down over her, and I want to cast the spiritual weapon like above me, and 5 feet within the.
Okay, so you're moving right to here
Oh no, on
Okay.
top of Nemea.
on top of Nemea because she's you can do that.
Do I have to? Yeah, I think I'd probably have to get within 5 feet to, or could I stay out of the range?
I'm a
of the...
tiny creature.
You kind of have to.
We can
You
share
kind of have to. You
space.
share the space.
No, but I
You're
was
picking
thinking,
her
do
up.
I have? Do I? Yeah, I'm thinking I'd have to go into melee range.
You'd have
of
to
the-
go into melee range to pick her up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So then I'm going to cast spiritual weapon as my bonus action.
Okay.
Unless picking, if picking her up was that, I'll just crouch over the top of her for now.
Okay. Perfect.
And he will roll an attack.
Let me see. Do I have a spiritual weapon yet for you? I don't have one.
A giant
Here,
bell
I-
with spikes poking out of it comes out there.
Where do you
And
want it
it is-
positioned?
Next to me, in between me and the other
Right there.
sea hag. Yeah. So
Well,
that's
now that's your spiritual weapon.
22
Bjorn
to
is
hit.
back.
That will hit.
Bjorn! And then that is a D8. Sorry, I'm just working out what I can't remember what dice is what, and I pick up the wrong one.
And you are attacking the one
10
that
damage.
transformed her. Okay. 10 damage.
10 damage.
Okay. And then she gets to make a concentration check. That's a nice spiritual weapons attack.
That's juicy. Spiritual weapon, yeah.
Let's see. That is a.
Good dice roll.
As the weapon hits her, all of a sudden the mage grows back up. in your hands, and you are knocked prone by her form. And I'll say you're pushed back 5 feet, but you are knocked prone.
Amazing.
Okay.
Because, yeah, she rolled a
Could've
2.
been worse. Okay.
Stupid.
Wow. Beautiful.
Waste
Edie, I love
Amazing.
you.
I was
All right,
hoping I was
Edie.
going to be on Namae's shoulders.
But you were kind of holding her, so that wouldn't have...
More like.
Yeah.
Tower of Terror.
So, you are up, Quorus, because that would end Edie's turn.
All right. Which one is looking the least injured?
The one that is looking the least injured would be Eula. Eula has not been touched yet.
Is that the
The
purple
violet.
one? Okay. I am going to make an attack against an EULA.
My guy's like, we all need to focus on
Which one?
one.
Yeah,
And now he's
I
attacking.
know.
I was just like, what happened to the plan?
Rewind hours later.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
A
Chorus. I
plan
think we
is
should come
only
up with a
good till
plan.
till the start of the battle.
Chorus doesn't want to waste any damage. This might be the only attack he gets. Cool. Yeah, I guess just an
But
attack,
hopefully you
normal
hit.
attack. Yeah,
Hopefully you
normal
hit.
attack with my sword. Let's see what happens. I think that's gonna hit. That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
You think
You are
so?
correct that it will indeed hit.
Cool.
Might just hit.
I'm also going to bonus action to use my planar and also use favored foe. So that adds a little bit more damage.
I'm now realizing why you wanted a fresh target, because this is going to
Yeah.
be a dump truck.
As long as I don't roll all ones, which is what normally happens.
No.
Well,
Don't
there's
say that.
1-1. That's okay. That's 14 points of damage. All force damage.
14. Okay. As your sword just connects again with once the force releases, it kind of you hear like a pop as her shoulder like pops back and like dislocates, and she and shoves it back into socket. She's definitely taken. She felt it.
Good.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that's everything.
Vix, you are up. Poor Vix can't do much of anything out in the water.
Ah.
I think you're maybe muted.
Can't hear you if you're
I can
talking.
do
Yeah,
just
can-
enough. Yes. I am mostly SOL, but I can do 5, 10, 15, 20 to get to there. And then
You have 40 feet of movement,
30 feet.
so you'd only get 15 feet.
I was double
total in
counting the
water.
squares for rough terrain. 5, 10 for the first square,
Ah.
15, 20 for the second square.
Gotcha.
I only moved 2 squares because I think that gives me a clean, not the cleanest because it's
You
just
don't have a
melee.
clean shot on anybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot.
Edie's
again
laying
at
on the
Helga.
ground, so
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot again at Helga because that's the one that's got me feared and locked up in this fight. Bonus action.
At disadvantage.
Vix is gonna just
Oh.
focus her energy on the
You're-
prayers.
You're just not in the circle. I can't give
No,
advantage.
You can grant advantage to me because my target is in the circle.
Oh. Okay, well then I'm going to grant advantage to you.
So it's a straight roll.
And I was also going to bonus action switch my judgment to a judgment of justice and get add to my attack instead of my saves now.
Okay.
Alrighty. Straight roll. Nope, not those. They're in timeout. They're taking a breather. New dice. Okay. That is a 15 to hit.
15 just hits with the cover that they have.
Oh,
Woo!
I needed every bit of all of those bonuses.
And you are attacking Helga.
I'm attacking Helga, yeah. Crossbow fires, and ooh, good damage. 11 piercing damage.
Nice. So she's not even looking at you because she's totally forgotten that you exist, basically. And so the bolt like catches her like by surprise, like in the flesh of the arm, and she like looks down and you see like blood start pouring out, and it's like a black sticky blood,
Oh.
not a like red blood.
Icarus.
Go ahead and make another wisdom save to see if you can shake your fear.
I will blot you from this world. And then Vix is gonna duck back behind the rock with the last 10 feet of movement, because I don't know if I'm gonna pass or fail this wisdom save. So, it was on a natural 20 for 2 seconds. And my saves are lower now, so 13.
That does succeed.
No longer.
So you've shaken your fear.
She can be hit. She can be killed. We've got this. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Up next is Helga. She is looking really rough. She needs a saving throw.
Con
was it
save.
Yep.
Burn, baby, burn.
Yes.
That is a dirty 20, I believe.
Dang.
Oh.
Still half damage.
Well, that's still
Yes,
half
dirty
damage.
20. Okay.
Alrighty.
What is the damage?
Okay. That is 11 points, half to 5.
Whew, that is
So it's
lucky
the 5.
because 11,
Dang it.
11 was her magic number.
No!
He is in bad shape.
Pesky!
She is going to roll around here again, trying to stay out. I mean, she can't. And she's going to attack.
Can I take an attack of opportunity with my tail because I have a 10-foot reach?
Yeah, I don't.
Sentinel, bitch!
Do it.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a sad.
It bounced out of my dice tray and was a
Oh,
3.
Oh, bad rolling. Okay.
Ah.
She is going to do some more strikes at Chorus
That's fine.
with her
No.
claws.
No, it's not!
That
Remember
one's
that
not going to
number is
hit.
999 toy wind.
The first one did not hit. The second one does with a 22.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
Oh.
So this is
He's
going
like,
to be.
absolutely, I've had enough of all of this attitude. And she's going to cast
Yes, Edie.
silvery barbs and make them re-roll.
Dustin's face.
Idiot.
Look at that face.
Dustin really wants.
Rolled a dirty 20, so it still hits.
Ah, damn it.
I give Chorus a advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Cool.
As part of that.
Probably not
Well,
going to
he
matter.
might need it because he's got 8 points of damage. So
Yep.
Death-
with
I'm
her
down.
claw strike,
Yep.
this time she cuts across your neck, and you fall to the
Hey,
ground.
that death save is going to be an advantage, though. Don't worry.
Hey!
Yay.
All right. That will end her turn, and you see her just like in her wounded form. Rose, you are up. She's like huddling herself, just kind of looking to lash out. But Rose, you are up.
All right.
This is manic laughter. I don't know how to feel about this.
I'm genuinely horrified. What's about to happen?
Holy crap!
There is no escape.
You know, if you want to put it over Chorus, you can hit both of them. I'm just saying.
Do it.
I
Do it.
No!
I will be fine.
That's what all dead people say.
That was-
Rose does not want to do that. She does not want to put it over any of her friends.
Okay. So that's a bonus action to move that one, correct?
That one was the action. The
That's
bonus
your
action.
action.
Is
Okay,
this.
so you have a bonus action. Oh, the bonus action is this. What's the bonus action?
I love
Oh,
it.
you're moving
I
that
love
one.
it.
I thought it was
Alright.
going to be something like the bonus action is this: insta kill.
Yeah.
No.
Power word.
Well, it's basically gonna be an insta kill next turn anyway. So. There we go.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Valley Girl Rose getting spicy.
All right. If that
She-
ends your turn, then
She's just carrying on with like her like sort of
They weren't
motions,
done?
like moving all the circles.
All right. Well, that ends your turn. Then Eula is up. She is going to move up here. And she is going to... What is she going to do? Because I don't want to waste these before they can't do it anymore.
Ooh, that's not
Do
good.
what?
That sounds
That doesn't sound.
suspicious.
That's
I
Don't
like
be
that.
suspicious.
don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Suspicious.
Uh,
I swear to God, if it's another wisdom saving throw.
It's gonna be all
Oh, it
wisdom
is.
saves. It's
it
wisdom saves all the
absolutely
way down.
is.
Target me. I am the wisdomous.
She's going to target you, Nemea. I need a wisdom saving
she is.
throw. So she's going to actually reach out and just like kind of just make some. She draws some sigils and utters some words in the air, in the air, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
12.
That is a failure.
I quit! I don't really.
As
What?
she
Every
utters the
roll I've
words,
made has been 11.
you now have that. You feel this feeling settle on you, and all of a sudden you start feeling really nauseous. Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh. You now have disadvantage on all your attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, is this
And that
poison?
will-
That was right. Sickness, wasn't
Eye
it?
bite.
Yeah. Nice.
That will end Eula's turn. Up next is Hagar. Hagar is the spiritual weapon actually occupies space,
I don't believe so.
so she can move through to here,
Yeah.
and she is
Think
going
so.
to attack Edie.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, that's not
Right.
okay.
She
Nope,
is going
no, it's
to.
not. That
Give
can't
me.
do shit.
We're all
I
like,
keep
no.
forgiving-
Edie's just like, come out.
I keep forgiving that she has this. Oh well, whatever. She is going to make a claw attack against Edie. That is going to be a 21 to hit
Nope. Not yet.
and
What?
21 for both. So
Yep.
that is
Oh no.
8 points of slashing damage. She just and tears through your robe a little bit, knocks a couple bells off,
Dude.
Oh.
and that ends her
Not the
turn.
bells.
Nemea, you it's your turn. You are sickened, so you can still do things. They're just at disadvantage.
That's
Sorry for those who were watching. We are running a little bit long, but we really wanted to wrap this arc up today, so I appreciate you all sticking with us.
It's a boss fight. We need drops. We need drops for when the mayor rages. We need drops for air horns.
Oh, I don't want to leave Edie, but I don't trust that bitch. I literally roar, and
Ooh.
I'm going to use
Rar.
roar.
Rar.
5, 10.
That was less intimidating than I thought it would be. Okay.
Oh, is that on me? There, and I'm. Is that the best? No, I'm gonna get.
You're the best.
I'll stay there. I'm still within melee. And I just want to protect Chorus's body. I don't trust this
Would that provoke?
Advantage.
witch.
To cancel out reaction.
I was going to do reckless.
Ah.
Then you have advantage now.
Then you just have.
You can't stack
Reckless
advantage.
gives me advantage,
Ah.
which gives me a straight
Okay.
roll. So
Nice try, though.
Would that provoke from the two witches?
yes, it would have. Yep.
Not
Yep.
to
Okay.
not to make things worse, but
Neither hit with 5s for both, a total of 10.
eh.
Those rolls for me.
Both miss. Thank God. Okay, so hang on, what is my Well, I've declared my tail as my natural weapon, but I still have my scimitar out. So I'm going to attack with my scimitar.
Okay.
That is an 5 to hit as well. Yes, it is. So an 18
Hits.
for the first. 2d4. And then bonus action attack again.
Okay.
Ooh. 13.
Misses.
Awesome. Okay.
But roll your damage for the first one. Because you
So
are
it's
attacking
2d4.
Helga, correct?
The one that's in front of Chorus, yeah.
Yeah.
And I did that recklessly.
Well, it was a straight roll.
Well, yeah, but I'm declaring reckless, so if she were to make a melee, she would also have advantage on me.
Right. If she survives.
Ooh. If she survives. Oh, right, this is on the moonbeam.
She's the most hurt, yeah.
5... 8.
How do you want to kill her?
Yeah.
Alright, so first attack, I'm just going to say she misses, and then I'm going to recuperate and come back around, do a twirl, and just take off her head with the scimitar.
So as you decapitate her, it does like almost like that so fast, like that there's like she blinks for a second, and then the head like slowly slides and falls off. You feel instantly the nausea, the sickness leave your body, and you feel better.
Ooh.
As she
Hell
is
yes.
dead.
I feel better on so many levels now.
Waste of a moonbeam. That's a shame. Dang.
That's okay.
It can still move.
I didn't trust her not to lay into Chorus's body.
No, it's fair. Was that the end of your turn?
That's all I can. The
Edie,
rest of my
you are
movement.
up. Yeah,
Hang
you
on,
can
rest
do
of
that
my
for sure.
movement. Yeah, I'm gonna jump back in. Oh, wrong. Why am I trying to do that on Discord?
We don't know. Move,
don't know.
Hap. Move.
Move. I'm gonna jump back into the in between them.
Get out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Move, witch.
All right, then Edie, you are
Nailed
up.
it.
I'm allowed to say
Nailed it.
that.
Edie is going to use her bonus action first and get the spiritual weapon to attack the one that just got her.
Okay. So you are attacking Hagar.
Yep. 19.
19 will hit.
Nice.
12 damage.
Nice.
Yes.
So your spiritual weapon, like the bell on the chain, like kind of a bell flail, just like clangs her on the back of the head, literally ringing her bell. She is shaken by it for a second. Stumbles, like looks, because she didn't even really recall seeing, anything there. That's your bonus action. She's looking hurt.
Then I don't think I have Edie's just gonna take a stab with her dagger then.
Nice.
She's like, don't touch me.
Do it.
I love Edie so much.
Me too.
So do I.
22 to hit.
Yes.
That'll hit.
Don't touch
Love
me.
it.
Stab.
Don't touch me. Oh, yes! 7 damage with the dagger.
God.
Wow.
So, like, as she's stumbling around trying to recover from her head being struck by this bell thing, you just stab her in the stomach. She's having a hard time breathing. She's looking really rough. Does that end your turn? Are you going to use any
That ends my
movement?
turn.
You're going to stay in melee range? Edie's just going to stab people. She's just going to
I
go
love
nuts.
it.
Of course, I need a death saving throw.
At advantage.
Come on. Oh, yeah, add advantage. On nat 20.
Please.
No, but it was an 18.
Hey, that's 1. And 1 is the start of the journey. Vix, you are up.
Okie dokie.
Artichoke.
Feeling the fear leave, Vix is now going to attempt to swim and become relevant to this battle. 5, 10, 15,
Looks like
20.
I'm here, everybody.
I'm here,
Still
I'm here.
in the
I'm still here.
Still in the helmet.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm echoing. You can't hear me.
Hey!
So I think with 30 feet of movement, I can just barely get onto the shore in that square.
You were right here. So it'd be 10, 20, 30. You can get right to there. You'd need like 5. It'll essentially be 10 feet to pull yourself up onto the
Okay, I wasn't
shore,
sure
'cause
since
it's not-
this was
it's
like
not
a
like-
half and half square.
It's not like a shallow beach, though, so it's
Okay.
like a ledge that you'll have to pull yourself up onto.
Okay. Well, that'll be relevant next turn, because I'm going to stop there. So I think
You
I
can
have...
still be relevant.
I have a clean shot, right?
Aw.
That's mostly
Yeah.
clean.
That's cleanish.
You
I'll
can
say
get
it's
through me.
clean.
I'm only little.
Would you say there's any, yeah, would you
That's a
say
fair
there's any
shot.
It's not
cover?
off the ground.
That's a straight shot.
Okay. In that case, Vix is going to change their judgment again as a bonus action. I swing forth the void, hurling through infinite darkness to bring destruction. And that knife tattoo that normally goes on the back of their hand, it, in this form against these enemies, is just this like massive glowing green glaive down their whole forearm. And just a straight roll.
Nice.
Do it to it, Lars.
I miss. I shouldn't have gone back to the pool.
I miss.
I miss.
What'd you roll?
I roll an 11.
I'm in.
Okay, yeah, it misses. All right, so
The
you
bolt
try
just
the shot.
smashes into the rock and debris.
Aw.
You're just getting all the tattoos moving around. Kind of makes you
It's
dizzy.
distracting.
It happens, yeah. Does that end your turn?
Just to go back, is Edie still technically prone?
She never got. Yeah, she never
No,
got
she got
up. We
knocked
can say she
prone.
used her movement. We can say
Yeah.
she
She
used
got
her
knocked
movement to get up, though. She didn't use any movement to move. And I'm
Yeah.
not going to re-roll
Okay,
the
I was
attack.
going to say, because otherwise the hag's attacks were at advantage.
Yeah, then mine would
It's-
have been a disadvantage too.
it's fine.
So let's
It's
just
fine.
ignore that.
Now we all have.
Let's just
ignore
we
it.
learn and we move forward. We learn and we move forward. That ends your turn, Vix.
Yep.
She did. So Rose, you are up.
Okay. Action. Going to go move this now here. Or
Cool.
just move the circles.
Yep.
And then
That's all Rose
with
is doing this whole time. She's just conducting.
So great.
yes, she is just kind of going doing her thing. I'd say she'd move a little bit more towards here, and seeing Chorus down, she's going to do a healing word.
Man, that would be
Bonus
really
action.
great if you could do that.
All
Oh,
right.
look on Edie's
Yeah.
face!
The way
But
he said
Why
that
did
makes me. Oh no, you
Yeah, that's what I was-
jerk!
but
Yeah, I knew something was coming.
Don't.
Hagar counterspells it.
Witch!
No.
Wow.
taking.
Don't counterspell the
dinner.
healing. Oh,
That
like
was just,
as I like to imagine it's like Rose is like trying to give Sin like a word of encouragement, like Chorus, get up, and like and like she kind of just sees it, kind of like the magical energy just gets swatted away. She's just like,
because Hagar does kind of like the Doctor Evil. Shh, but I just want to. Shh. How about a big bucket? Shh. So as soon as you just try to keep, she just. Shh. And your healing word dissipates.
Rose is not happy. she kind of like stands there. And you can see that like she's now like with like all these incantations, like her hands are in fists. Like she did not like that.
That ends your turn then, or are you going to use any? Because you moved. You have more movement though, if you want.
Yeah, I think she'd actually move slightly closer.
Now she's going to come
at
with
you.
a smackdown.
She's gonna go there.
All right, then that ends your turn. Up next is Eula. She is going to move here. And what does she have left? Not a
She's still
lot.
on my melee, it's not an attack. Ugh.
She's just going to claw at Nemea. And Nemea, you were raging, correct? You
Mhm.
reckless?
Yep.
So these will be at advantage.
Which one is this, Hagar?
Yeah,
or
all my attacks have
This is
all
Eula.
my attacks have been
Eula.
reckless.
So 18 for the first attack.
Yep.
And 18 for the second attack as well. So that's going to be...
Damn. Yep.
Woo! 11 points halved to 5. So you take
Total.
5 points of damage. Yeah, because it's only 11. So she claws, and you take 5 points of damage, and that's all she can do. Up next is her
That's
sister
tickled.
Hagar, and she has Eula. That was Eula.
Should I make a con save?
She has
or
to make a con
something?
save too. Yeah, she has to make a con save. That would have been great to use because that saved and that didn't. So what's the damage she's gonna take, Eula?
Ooh, all right. Let's
Roaster.
go and check.
With a fail.
Get her.
All
Where's the
right.
witch?
This is the Comedy
Yes.
Central roast of Eula.
Ooh,
We've
okay.
already
That
roasted.
is 12 points
Okay.
of radiant damage.
So definitely feel
Nice.
she's starting to look rough as well. Hagar is up.
Fizzled.
She is going
Sizzled.
to continue her assault on Edie. So she will take 2 claw attacks. Please.
Oh no, he's frozen.
Oh no! Dustin, come back!
Doesn't
Come
go
back.
There we go.
Am I there?
Come back.
You're
Yeah.
there.
So you missed me say both claw attacks were natural 20s.
No, you no. I refuse to believe this.
I will take a picture
Oh my god.
and I will send it to the chat.
This is
so you guys can see.
insanity.
The
This is
core,
against
it means
Edie?
Edie uses another silvery barbs
No.
to make them reroll 1.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Not Edie.
Okay.
And
No
I,
killing Edie
and I
allowed.
give
Oh
and
man,
I
that was
give myself advantage on my next attack roll and saving throw.
that was so
Get it,
close.
girl.
So the second one still a 24 after adding. It was a 19.
Gosh.
But man, how awesome would that have been to roll 3 20s in a row?
That'd
To
have been
roll-
insane.
I mean, okay, so the first one is going to be 7 points. That's not the maximum one.
Okay.
The next one is 10 points. That's the maximum. I rolled ones for both of them, so it's it's fine. Whatever, it's fine.
Not
whatever.
that
It's
bad.
fine. Whatever. It's
It could
fine.
have been worse.
Fine. It's whatever.
It's fine.
You
Fine.
got 2 crits, my man. You're fine.
No, I apologize.
all
The first
me.
one, I apologize. The first one would not have been 7. It would have only been 4
Oh,
because I don't get to add the 6, so it's fine.
okay.
Wait,
Okay,
what?
so that will end Hagar's
I
turn.
need to heal.
So heal 3.
Okay.
Nemea, you are up. How do you still have full health, Nemea? Have you only gone through your temporary hit points just now?
I never even got temp hit points.
But you've taken damage.
Yeah, I've taken 5 damage.
I think
Okay,
she's
it's not showing up on D&D Beyond.
I think she's tracking on paper.
Oh.
I'm tracking it on paper.
Oh, I see. I see
because
how
my
it is.
mouse is really, really loud.
Sure, I
So,
get it. That's fine.
like,
Okay,
I've
you're.
got it.
I was just like looking. I was
I've
like,
got
wait a
everything.
second. I know you've taken damage. All right, you're up.
Yeah. Again, I'm far out.
Hey, I'd really
Um,
appreciate it if you guys would kill these guys quicker. So
We're trying. All right.
Forrest and Vix,
You
you
are
guys
the
are
one
on
who
deck.
counterspelled someone from continuing into the combat. I don't
That was
want to
their
hear.
last. That was their last level, 3rd level spell. I just really wanted to use it. I forgot
No,
about
that's
it
valid.
all game.
That's
I
valid.
absolutely should have
That's
used it
fair
for
enough.
Moonbeam. I should have used it for Moonbeam. I just wanted to show you that I'm not
Again.
above killing you.
Again, Numea's going reckless, and
Cool.
she starts
Do it.
speaking in Infernal,
Ooh.
which I don't think anyone speaks. Amazing.
I do,
alive.
but I can't hear.
Not anyone alive.
Oh, I dropped your dice. That doesn't count. I dropped it.
No!
No Jumanji
Okay,
rules.
so one, I'm going to attack once to the person attacking Edie recklessly.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Yes. And you are attacking. That
one
is
by
Hagar.
The one in front of Edie. Yeah. So first attack is on her.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Hang on. So that's 5 plus. That's 8. 10 damage.
Okay. She's looking really rough.
And then continuing the momentum, again, I'm going to spin and bonus action attack the hag behind me. Also recklessly.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
This is Yula.
That plus 5 is 18.
Hits.
I don't get to add my rage bonus to this one, do I?
Yeah, you do.
Your damage bonus, yes.
I do?
You just don't get to add your.
You always get to add your
proficiency.
rage bonus.
You just don't add your proficiency.
Ah. Which is the plus 3?
Yeah, you don't get to add your
Correct.
strength on the off.
Okay, so it's 2d4 plus, so it'd be 2d4 plus 2 now.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not great. That's 5 points of slashing on the
Still,
Witch of
it's,
the Moonbeam.
it's like doubles over. She's looking really bad. The other ones are looking
Come on.
hurt, but not nearly as bad. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
Edie, you are up. Chorus, your death save is on deck, and Vix, you are following that.
Edie's going to take another swing with a spiritual weapon first up with her bonus action.
To Hagar.
Hagar, yes.
Okay.
For
Get it.
a 17 to hit.
Yep.
Do it.
Seven points of damage.
How do you want to kill her?
Yes.
Yes!
So Edie kind of looks up at the hag for a moment, and she's got like blood running everywhere. She looks fucked. She's got like blood kind of hanging down her face. She's kind of gonna smear it for a moment and be like, "Hey, behind you!" And then the flail is just gonna come around and bonk her on the head. And just like just smash her head in.
So she turns just as you say that, and the bell just smashes down, and it actually splatters her across the ground. Like there is a chunk of Hagar splattered across the ground. Eula looks at it and she shrieks. That was your bonus action.
So I'm going to use my movement to run straight to Chorus and cast Cure Wounds.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
So that is yeah. 9 points of healing.
Nice.
Chorus. I'm like, okay, you'll be alright.
Did you fail a death save on that turn?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was going to.
All right. Well, that brings us to Chorus, who is now regained consciousness, laying on the ground.
This one right here is the one that's alive, right? The one that's in
The
front
one
of me.
in pink. Yeah, the one.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Eula.
All right.
Edie, you actually have to
Saved
move your
for you.
token. Why don't you move your token,
Sorry,
Edie?
I'm really bad at this part.
I was like, wait, how did you do this?
Chorus is about to raffle stomp this
Magic.
thing out of existence, and I will have
Watch me
contributed
miss.
nothing.
Please.
Oh, I really wanted to miss just for
I'm gonna
fun.
give you advantage.
No!
Yep.
Stop
All
it!
right.
You just hear Nemea
Uh,
in Infernal. Kill the bitch.
Yeah.
21 to hit.
Yep,
Yes!
I am going to use my planar warrior and
Come all
favored
the
foe
dice.
both.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. That's great.
and,
Overkill. I love it.
No, not necessarily. Maybe.
That is 16 points of force damage.
She is looking really rough. So you
Ooh.
get up off the floor
Oh,
and you swing and actually like blows like a big chunk of her like side out. And you see like ribs exposed and like dripping ooze and grossness, but she's still standing, not looking good, but she is still standing. Does that end your turn?
Yes, it does.
Then Vix, you are up. Rose, you are on deck.
Vix is going to. You said it was going to be double movement into the first square, right?
Correct. So 10 feet to move to the first one, and then you have your
10
normal
feet.
movement.
So 10, 15, 20, 25. Ah, darn it. I don't know if. That's not the cleanest shot, but
It's not a clean shot, but it's still a shot.
Oh, actually, yeah, it is, because she's dead, and that's a spiritual weapon. So I've got a straight line to her.
Oh, yep, that's true. I forgot that she was dead.
Yeah. Okay. So that's better than I thought it was. Vix is still not going to take any chances and is going to switch up their judgments again. That glaive like moves across their eye line to make like one green line going straight through all of their eyes, except for their right eye that has the bar going vertical as they aim down the sights and fire.
Dope.
Of course, I move it to attack bonus when I finally roll well. So that is going to be a 26 to hit.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That'll do it.
Where's my D8? Oh, it's hiding in the corner. Maximum damage, 13 points of damage.
Vix. All the damage rebounds against you and you die. No, how do you want to kill her? How do you want to kill her?
As she's like screaming for her killed sister Hagar, Vix just like power slides in, goes to one knee.
It's Hagar. Respect.
Hagar. Slides in next to Rose and on one knee, aiming down the sights. Don't mourn the worthless. And the bolt just goes straight through her mouth and back the outside of her throat.
And she just and just falls on top of Chorus like for a moment and then slumps to the ground. All the hags are dead.
Whew.
You are no longer in combat.
Woo!
I did it.
Whew!
Incredible.
All according to plan, if I do say so myself.
Yes.
Ouch.
Same.
Chorus, what the hell? I thought you said we were going to take one at a time. I'm going to move forward and help him up.
Well, that was the plan until they all surrounded me.
Vix is popping the helmet open to get some fresh air.
All right.
to speed things along, because we have run
Yeah.
pretty long, would you guys, I'm assuming you would loot the chamber.
Loot!
Absolutely.
Give me the loot.
So go ahead,
Rose,
everybody
Rose
make...
would also heal, I think both Edie and Chorus.
So Rose, you go ahead and roll your healing, what you're doing. Everybody else who's going to be looking, go ahead and roll a investigation check for me.
It's a 22 to investigation.
Oh, bad.
Natural
6 points.
20.
Nice.
6 points for
Good.
Edie.
Thanks. Thank you.
For a total of what?
What was it? Investigation?
Yes.
20.
Chorus, you get 8.
So, and what did Vix roll?
8.
Okay. So, Vix, you kind of stumble across just some piles of refuse, and you find the pile of bodies that had been pared down to make the path for you guys The other two, Chorus and Nemea, between the two of you, you find a scimitar. And then when you look at it, you see that there are runes carved into the handle and etched into the blade. It looks rusty, but upon closer inspection, it's the color of the metal, not actual rust. You also find a golden blue trident. So it's like a gold, but like blue tinted, with 3 barbed prongs. Carved into the handle are letters in Aquan. You see it looks like it's a jar, but it looks kind of like a lantern shape, and inside is an anglerfish. And it is giving off its own light source. And then you also find a jar that has an eyeball floating in liquid. And it catches your eye.
Like it got caught?
So you can mark down those items.
Can I read the trident?
It says it belongs to the royal guard of it's a kingdom that's no longer in existence, but it was a land tribe, but they were like a coastal, like Triton based people, and it appears they had some sort of relationship with like the underwater kingdom from our isle.
Nice.
I think the reason
It's
Vix,
essentially like royal guard.
I think the reason Vix is doing such a poor job searching is that like they see the bodies and then they go back to the witches, pull out their scimitar, and are just muttering verses. The reef is not alone. Cuts off one of the heads, shattered hulls and broken masts, and is just like making sure to like carve through them.
So the one was smashed into oblivion, and the other one had its head severed from its body. You can do what you want. I'm just letting you know what's...
Yeah, the ones that are still intact, Vix is going and basically quartering them.
Rose, do you by any chance still have a wild shape left?
I do.
So, which is good. So with the assistance of Rose and Vix's helmet, you guys are able to traverse back to the ship. To the ship wreckage that you had come in on. You guys are able to get out. You've got your loot. As soon as you make your way back up the cliff, you actually start seeing already signs of life appearing on the island. You see little sprouts, little flower buds starting to push through and grow. You make your way back. It's starting to get late, but you see the Halcyon sitting in the distance, and you kind of signal them, and they send a rowboat ashore. You get on board, and they set sail, leaving the island behind you. Thoughts of what awaits you in Balantor come to mind. You need to report your findings from the island to Magister Aron. Loch Hilbrand is waiting for you, but Wyvik Herbiphage has denied his involvement in the murder of Gormar, and it's now your word against his, so you have to find a way to prove his guilt before you leave. Those problems await you when you put to shore once again, but for now, you have 2 days of relative quiet as you sail back. Time to reflect and plan for what awaits. And with that, we will end today's session. Thank you so much for sticking out with us. I know we went long. We really wanted to wrap up the islands today, so I really appreciate you guys. Come back next week. The party will arrive back in Balantor to decide what's going to happen next, what steps they're going to take. Until then, be kind to each other and be sure to love yourself. Remember, we love you and we are so thankful for you, and we cannot wait to be back here with you again next week. But until next time, are you ready for more tales? Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.